says good relations with the kingdom are important.
As far as Britain is concerned, the Saudis have been very loyal friends to us for many, many years. We are natural allies, actually, leaving aside the social aspects. Our interests and Saudi interests run parallel, and Saudi Arabia is important to Britain, and Britain is quite important to Saudi Arabia.
A Birmingham MP is demanding answers about how the same manhole cover exploded twice in a matter of months. On Thursday, a 2-year-old Birmingham girl narrowly escaped injury after one exploded within yards of her in Tyseley. People working nearby say it's the second time it's happened. MP John Hemmings says the phenomenon does seem to be more common and it needs looking at by the Health and Safety Executive.
HSE was saying, mid-last year, they were saying to the utility companies, you've got to check and make sure that your manholes are not going to blow up. This one particularly worries me because it happened twice, same place, and that's just not on at all.
A new recruitment video has been launched to try to promote a more positive image of the work of family doctors in Britain. The Royal College of GPs has made the film in an effort to attract new medicine graduates to the profession. The chairman of the organisation, Dr Maureen Baker, says it's important to correct stereotypes.
Some people do think we only deal with trivial matters in general practice, coughs and colds and a bit under the weather. And actually, we deal with everything in general practice. We deal life and death, we deal babies, old people, the whole spectrum.
For the first time since 1968, Birmingham City will play West Bromwich Albion in the FA Cup. Dale and Kelly Brooks are from Oldbury. Dale supports the Baggies. Kelly is a Blues fan.
2-1 to Birmingham City.
2-1 to Birmingham City. Who's going to score the winning goal?
Clayton Donaldson.
Clayton Donaldson. Dale, look your lovely wife in the eyes and tell her what the score's going to be and who's going to score the winning goal.
Going to be a tight one, but I think it'll be 1-0 to the Baggies. Berrino to get the winner.
And we'll have exclusive FM commentary from St Andrews here on BBC WM 95.6. The build-up starts on early kick-off from 12. And a look at the weather, staying cold today but dry with plenty of winter sunshine. Temperatures around 8 Celsius, 46 Fahrenheit. BBC WM 95.6 News. There's more online at bbc.co.uk/WM.
The Voice. The Voice.
The Voice.
The voice of Birmingham and the Black Country.
You should take in other religions and treat them as you would want to be treated yourself.
We are even more intelligent. They treated me with the utmost respect.
Iain Lee, Saturdays
9 till 12.
Yeah, so...
BBC WM 95.6.
Lots to talk about this morning. The twins, aren't they weird? Aren't they weird, though? Let me do that again with a clear throat. Hang on. Lots to talk about. No, I can't. It turns out I'm losing my voice. Twins are weird. This King Abdullah, is he a dodgepot? I don't know. And I've kind of been looking into him a little bit. He's done some dodgy things. Is King Abdullah a dodgepot? And why can't we speak ill of the dead? If someone dies and they weren't a very nice person, why can't we say, well, they weren't a very nice person? 03453 009956.
Have your say. Across the West Midlands, call
03453
009956.
BBC WM 95.6.
Here's the thing I've just realised, though, as I look down at my thoroughly unpleasant body. Have you noticed something about me today, Joe? Have you noticed anything?
No, go on.
Double denim.
Ooh.
I'm doing double denim.
Sexy.
I'm doing double denim. I mean, this shirt is kind of on the border of denim.
It's not. It's cotton, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of on the border. If I were walking down the street and some builders were to wolf whistle at me, they would, from a distance, would think double denim.
You are truly old.
What's so bad about double denim? Because I realised that all I did was I just grabbed the first shirt that was to hand and put it on, without really thinking. But I think it looks cool. It's jeans. It's jean trousers and a jean shirt.
But it's not a proper jeans shirt that you're wearing.
But assuming it was, what's the beef with double denim? Why would there be a problem with that?
You look like a cowboy.
And cowboys are the coolest people in the world. They ride horses and drink old red-eye and shoot guns. Guns aren't cool, kids. And it's supposing I then went the extra stage and went for the triple denim, the tri-den, a denim jacket, but with a brown corduroy collar.
Stonewash.
Well, the stonewash, maybe that's pushing it a little. But I don't get what the problem is with the more than single denim.
That's the problem.
What?
That you don't get what the problem is.
I'm a 41-year-old dad, aren't I?
You are.
At what point in your life should you just... I mean, I've never been particularly fashionable, as you may find that hard to believe, I know. But fashion's silly, isn't it? There's a picture of a fashion model today, right? All these fashion exhibitions and fashion shows where it's people just wearing the most ridiculous things. There's a fella, a male model, although he looked like a girl. Apart from one thing, his plums were hanging out.
What?
It's in one of the papers today. There's a male model walking along the catwalk. Why is it called a catwalk? I've never seen a cat wearing poncy clothes.
No, true.
And his flap, his flap flaps up.
Yes.
And his plums are on display.
Really, truly, really, actually.
It's in one of the...
Is he not wearing any pants?
No, these models, they don't wear pants.
What models?
Models don't wear
Ever?
pants. No, they don't, because they have to change so quickly. They haven't got time to change their pants.
But...
Who's hoovering? They haven't got time to change their pants.
I think you've made that up.
It's a true story. It's in one of the papers, and it's one of the few stories I've not written down. 03453 009956. Please, give us a call on that. It's going to be kind of a slightly random show today, because do you know what? I slept badly. Joe slept badly. You probably slept badly. There's kind of a bad sleep vibe in the air. 03453 009956. Outrage at Palace's half-mast tribute to dead ruler of brutal Saudi regime. This is King Abdullah, right? A fella... Here it is! It's opposite King Abdullah! The fella's plums! We'll go to King Abdullah in a second. Ball gown is the headline, which is actually quite clever. This is the latest high fashion on the runway. A male model gave fans an unexpected eyeful when he sashayed down the catwalk in his black robe. And they've pixelated his plums. They're on display. He doesn't look well, that fella. Anyway, I bet if he did that in Saudi, he'd probably get him chopped off. I don't know much about King Abdullah. I need your help this morning to educate me on King Abdullah and Saudi. Not places or people I'm particularly familiar with or aware of. I know very little about them. I know a little bit, but not much. All right. So King Abdullah died at the age of 90. Okay. So the Palace of Westminster and loads of other places in England have flown the flag at half-mast. All right. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. That's fine. A state leader has died. David Cameron and Prince Charles are going to go over there for the funeral. Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay. Was he a dodge pot? Because some of the things I've heard are quite dodgy. 03453 009956. There's the fella, isn't there, in Saudi, who wrote a blog about... Was it about free speech or Christianity or something? He's sentenced to 1,000 lashes for writing a blog. In a bit. We'll play a song first. What? He's sentenced to 1,000 lashes for writing a blog. This was under the leadership of King Abdullah, who's supposedly, quite a moderate leader. If you're gay, you get killed. If you commit adultery, you get killed by stoning. If you commit adultery and you're not married, you only get 100 lashes, so that's not so bad. Stealing, you get your right hand chopped off. Banditry, you get your hand and your foot chopped off. Don't sound like a very progressive country. I also read, and you can tell me if this is true or not, that he locked up his daughters for 13 years and women aren't allowed to drive in Saudi. Is that right? Is that right? Because I'm aware that I got some of these facts from the internet, the home of the made-up fact. So if I've got some of these wrong, 03453 009956. But it's why do... OK, I guess this is the question, right? Why are we sucking up to Saudi? Is money? It's got to be money, hasn't it? Is it as simple as that? Is it money? Is Saudi oil? I don't know. 03453 009956. A huge backlash was sparked yesterday, according to The Sun, by the decision to fly the Union flag at half-mast to mark King Abdullah's death. Flags were lowered at Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey and government buildings in respect to the 90-year-old monarch. But the move enraged politicians appalled by the Middle Eastern country's human rights abuses, flogging of critics of Islam, its attitude to women, and reputation as a hotbed for Islamist extremism. So, there are a few questions here that I would like answered, please. Was King Abdullah a dodgepot? Why are we sucking up to Saudi? And kind of going off on a little tangent, when are you allowed to speak ill of the dead? 03453 009956. The Mac.
Loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, maybe I'd give you my word. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, jacking up, so you wanna do. If I could, maybe I'd give you my world. Open up, everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. Another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day.
Hey, Kyle raises an interesting point on Twitter. Astronauts are better than cowboys. Really, Kyle? The motion sickness. The thing that puts me off being an astronaut is that machine where you sit in a pod and it spins you around to test your G-force. Seriously. I saw James Bond do that and it completely put me off being an astronaut. Astronauts versus cowboys, what's the best, please? Oh 3453 009956. You can call in about any old nonsense as well. We're not fussy here. Very low standards. Let's get the travel. Here's Liz.
Thank you, Ian. Good morning. It's looking a little bit busy as you head along the M6. Just some roadworks going on around Junction 9, so a slight bit of congestion there. In Wednesbury, Marketplace is shut. Police dealing with an incident at Wood Green Road, although traffic is coping okay. It is busy through Spark Hill on the A34 around St John's Road, and also through Selly Oak by the Triangle and Bristol Road stretch as you head into Birmingham and towards the Priory Road junction in Edgbaston and near the cricket ground. Delays continue on train services this morning between Birmingham New Street and Reading. It's because of a signalling problem. And a little further along, London Midland services that have delays of an hour around Rugby because of overhead power cable problems. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 Travel 0330 123 3550.
this week.
I do appreciate that. Thoroughly enjoyed the evening. Thank you.
BBC WM 95.6 hosted a Wolves fans forum with Kenny Jackett.
I don't think the club is in a bad place. I think the league is wide open.
In the build-up to the season's climax, Kenny answers your questions.
How come it takes us a full half before we start playing?
Do you think we've done that all of the time this year? We certainly did it Saturday, I do agree.
Hear the Wolves fans forum with Kenny Jackett.
Which player do you always pick first?
Who's first on the team sheet?
Yeah, I'll be diplomatic and say Carl Hakimi because he's number one.
You can listen again online at bbc.co.uk/WM.
BBC WM 95.6.
I say you can't speak ill of the dead. What's going on with my throat today? Blimey O'Reilly. I've got to stop smoking. No. Leon Britton's getting a bit of a rough ride on the internet, isn't it? I mean, everyone gets a rough ride. I get a rough ride on the internet. Leon Britton's getting a rough ride on the internet and in some of the papers. It's a weird one, isn't it? When can you speak ill of the dead? I remember when, what was his name? We had this conversation, Joe, already. Steve Irwin.
Yes.
Steve Irwin, the Australian arrogant animal expert, died, right?
Why was he arrogant?
Oh, he's always picking up animals and tossing them around, wasn't he?
With crocodiles and things.
And when he died,
Go on
the
then,
day,
bite me.
yeah, he was always go on then, mate, bite
Go on
me,
then, bite me,
bite me if you did, bite me if you did. Go on, man, Ray, sting me.
Bring it on.
And when he died, I said, "Oh, Steve Irwin's." I was on air, I think, when it broke. Steve Irwin's died. You know what? I never really liked him that much. The abuse that I got for expressing an opinion about an arrogant Australian, it was incredible.
But you can't, because he's died, you have to be nice.
But
Long do you have to be nice for?
But why? Who's that? Is that me or you?
That's me.
Oh, well, you get your text. Matt's in the jewellery quarter. Morning, Matt.
Morning. You're right.
When can you speak ill of the dead?
Whenever you want, I suppose. They're not going to do anything about it, are they?
Well, they're not. But some people get, oh, no, you shouldn't, no, don't speak ill of the dead. But what if they were a complete dodgepot?
Well, say what you want. Say what you want. Liam Britton. What's his Liam Britton?
Yeah.
When he got the sack, I remember we went out and celebrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was a swine, if I remember rightly.
Well,
but,
Leon Britton.
Liam Britton, that's it.
That's the fella, yeah. Well, he's passed away, and boy, oh boy, that leaves a lot of questions unanswered, doesn't it?
Well, he's definitely dodged a lot of questions, hasn't he?
Well, this is the thing, yes, you see.
But I don't suppose he did it intentionally.
No, I don't suppose he did. He decided he was going to die there and then. Matt, Saudi Arabia, why are we kissing its backside?
Money.
But why?
We sell loads and loads of weapons.
Oh, is it weapons, not oil then?
Well, we used to buy a lot of the oil from them, didn't we? I'm not sure we buy that much off them these days.
Right.
Yeah, it comes from other places. I'll tell you what, Ian, there's a book by Gerald James called In the Public Interest.
Oh, yeah.
A devastating account of the Thatcher's government involved in the covert arms trade by the man who turned Astra Fireworks into £100 million arms manufacturer.
It sounds very as though you're encouraging me to watch the documentary, in inverted commas, Loose Change on YouTube.
No.
It sounds conspiracy theorist.
I don't go down the conspiracy route.
Okay.
I don't dig around the internet looking for conspiracies
or
illnesses.
You dig around the library. Hey, this is the worst thing. I thought I was dying in the week. I've had this stitch, right, for about 8 or 9 months. Seriously, a stitch. And I thought I was dying. And I Googled it, Matt.
No.
I had all kinds of things. I had cancer, I had MS, I was dying. I went to the doctor. I went to the doctor in the week, right, and she said, yeah, you're drinking too much coffee and you're getting old. Oh, OK, nice one. Thank you. And do you get this? Right, and I say this with the greatest of respect to anyone that's been poorly. You know when you go to the doctors and they say, you're absolutely fine, just do this, right? And you're a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because listen, hey, boy, oh boy, am I relieved I've not got a serious illness. But when she said, oh, no, you're just getting old and you're drinking too much, part of me thought, oh, no. I was kind of half hoping there was something seriously wrong with me.
What, instead of just getting old?
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got a bit of a story.
Yeah. I found a lump on the back of my leg.
Oh, yeah.
I Googled that.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Your leg was going to be amputated, no doubt.
No, I don't dig deep. I Googled it, and the first 3 answers come up, a baker's cyst.
A what?
So a baker's cyst.
Yeah.
So I stopped panicking, went down to the doctor, and the doctor confirmed it.
Hang on, what's a baker's cyst?
It's exactly what it is. I don't know. It's a cyst.
What do you mean exact? That's not an answer. What is it? It's exactly what it is. What? But why do bakers get it?
It's not Baker's. It was first recorded by somebody called Baker.
Oh,
How
man.
disappointing is that?
Yeah. So it's the same. It turns out it's the same with Athlete's Foot. It was named after Tony Athlete. It's got nothing to
Really?
do with sportsmen. Yeah.
Well, I did wonder that because I used to get it as a kid and I never ran anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's disappointing, isn't it?
It is a bit.
I would
Anyway,
love.
Saudis.
Oh yeah, go on. Sorry, I was going to say I'd love to have a
Gone off
disease.
that, ain't ya?
I'd love to have a disease named after me.
All right. Then.
Or condition, but it'll be quite a minor one. It's just where you're a bit whingy and a bit tired. Or if you're a bit whingy and a bit tired, you've got Lee syndrome.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, I've been a bit under the weather lately.
You got Lee
but-
syndrome.
Yeah, I've got it, mate.
I'm sorry to hear that, mate. It's incurable.
I thought it was going away. I thought the Albus oil was sorting it out.
Albus oil is one of the worst. Hey, all right, listen, while we're Saudi in a minute, Matt, right? I have been bunged up now for about 2 months, right?
Yeah, same here.
The nose end, the nasal end is bunged up, right? And so I'm using Viccinex. I love a bit of Viccinex, but someone told me it's addictive, and the more you do it, the more you need it. And to get rid of the bunged up sensation, I need to get rid of the Viccinex. It's like I've got to do cold turkey.
You got me worried now.
Why?
Because I have I've got a diffuser, an electric diffuser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do a wet shave. No, not buying that one, Matt. Come on, Matt, buy that one.
No,
it's
no,
20
I like a
price.
wet-
All right.
I like a wet shave.
I
I've
can't
got
use
electric-
can't use the electric razors at all. It doesn't.
I've
It
never
doesn't.
had one.
It doesn't shave close enough, and it stings. No thanks. Anyway, back to the diffuser, and then back to the internet, and then back to Saudi. We'll get there.
I've got this electric diffuser I bought from a well-known chemist.
Boots.
Yeah.
Hey, I was right. Hey, nice one. Thanks, man.
And you put these little tablets in when you got a cold. Plug it in the wall.
Oh, yeah.
It fills the room full. But now I don't bother buying the tablets. I just squeeze a bit of Albus oil
Now,
in
hang
there.
on. Is it a diffuser, a dehumidifier, or a humidifier?
Diffuser.
Well, I don't know what that is.
All right, try this one, vaporizer.
I don't know what that one is.
Right, well, it's just got little heated elements.
Oh, okay.
And I run that during the night and it keeps me clear.
Okay. But then maybe you're addicted to that.
Could be.
Blimey. It's better than being addicted to heroin, I suppose.
I think heroin's cheaper.
You just did a Homer Simpson. Heroin. Matt, please, will you get to the point about Saudi? Because Roz and Kev are getting bored. You're getting bored, aren't you, Roz and Kev?
Yeah. Oh, struggling for content again. It's all right.
Don't yeah. He's got me sussed. Matt, please, Saudi.
Weapons, money. They spend billions buying weapons off us.
Yeah.
Don't know what they do with them all. But
thanks for calling. We got there in the end, I think. 03453 009956. Roz is on the line. Morning, Roz. Roz? I can hear you. Roz? Who's that? Who's in Sheldon? Right.
I'm in Shirley, but she doesn't mind.
Is that Kev? Shut up.
Hey, okay.
Steady, Roz. I can hear Roz. Listen, I can hear Roz breathing. Listen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Roz, are you all right? Have you fallen over, Roz? Have you bumped your head?
I've fallen over and I can't reach me beer.
Kev, will you shut up?
Okay.
Blimey, this is serious. Someone might have died on air, not just me. Kev, I tell you what, let's deal with you, and fingers crossed we can I'll finish you off in a minute. No, I didn't mean that. Right, what have you got?
Oh, cowboys and astronauts.
Yep.
And by the way, your Vic nose thing, you don't get addicted to it, but what it does, it's like caffeine. If you drink loads of coffee, you'll eventually fall asleep because there's too much in your system.
Hang on a minute, you are in. If you drink loads of coffee, you'll fall asleep.
Yeah, if you have too much caffeine, it won't keep you awake, you'll just...
No, it gives you... I went round my friend's house the other day and he'd had too much coffee. He was shaking like a junkie.
Well, there you go. The next step is...
Roz, are you all right?
Roz?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
What happened, Roz?
I don't know. I just dropped off.
Oh, blimey. You've had too much caffeine, according to Kev.
No, well, what it was, I'd just come out the shower, you see, and I was stood
saucy.
here in I was stood here just waiting to get dressed, and I was trying to put a sock on, and anyway, you dropped off.
Where were you putting the sock?
Yeah.
Well, just on my foot.
Okay,
It's really unusual.
It's pretty weird. Kev, stay there, because we're going to listen to Roz.
Yeah, okay.
Now we know she's alive. What have you got for us, Ros?
Oh, this isn't very good, actually. I'll probably be taken out and flogged or, some sort of a public humiliation. I've no idea, really. But I ought to tell you I got sent this joke this morning.
Oh, blimey, here we go. Let's start, and I'm riding the fader. Have you heard this joke, Joe? We're okay, let's go.
No.
Well, anyway, condolences go to the family of King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia.
Oh, blimey.
Try to temper your sadness. And don't think of it as losing a loved one, but of gaining a spare tea towel.
Yeah, that's a little bit racist. That's a little bit offensive. That's a little bit offensive, I think, Kev.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit. I think that was a mistake. But thank you for that, Ros.
Put your socks on.
Put your socks on, Ros. Yes, Kev.
No, the old astronauts and cowboys. I mean, I like astronauts, all that space stuff, like that. But I've got to fall on the side of cowboys, definitely being the heroes. Simply the fact is, I'm never going to find an astronaut that can build the extension on my house.
But Scott says on Twitter, astronauts win every time. In no other job are you allowed to have a poo at your desk in your uniform.
True.
I don't know if that's a bonus or a negative.
I don't know. But that's the one thing since I was a kid. I've always thought that's probably the only reason it's going to put me off being an astronaut.
No, for me, it's do you know the machine I mean? It's like when you sit in a pod at the end of a long arm and it spins round in a circle.
Yeah, the centrifuge.
Yeah, and also I get sick on fairground rides. So being completely weightless and floating around, I mean, it sounds like fun, but I bet it will give me such a headache.
No, I don't think it will. Apparently, you when you first go up into space, the first time you go up, your stomach is a bit weird because it doesn't know which way is what, but it settles down and you get used to it, and there's no up or down, is there? So that's confusing in itself.
Isn't it?
Is the North Pole at the North Pole, or is it? I don't know.
Kev?
Hey?
Thanks for calling.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Morning! Apologies for that awful joke. That should never have gone out on air, of course. And apologies if anyone was offended. Now, King Abdullah, was he a bit of a dodgepot? The Prince of Wales and David Cameron are joining other international figures in the Saudi capital to offer their condolences to the ruling family on the death of King Abdullah. Well, Mr Cameron's visit comes amid criticism from some quarters here of the decision to fly flags on public buildings in England and Wales at half-mast. In a second, we'll speak to former British ambassador to Saudi, Sir William Patey. But before that, Sandy Mitchell spent time in a Saudi jail. Morning, Sandy.
Good morning.
Why were you in jail in Saudi?
Well, I was falsely accused of being part of a group of people that were involved in car bombing and attacking Westerners in Saudi Arabia.
Let's go back a bit. What were you doing in Saudi?
I was the chief anaesthetic technician at the Security Forces Hospital.
Okay. And this was kind of early 2000, wasn't it? Early 2000s?
It was in November 2000.
And so there were a wave of bomb attacks and you got hauled in. What was the legal process like?
The legal process was I was taken to an interrogation centre, beaten and tortured continuously until they were able to extract a confession. And during the confession they told me what I was actually to say in my confession, that I was part of a group ordered to carry out explosions in Saudi Arabia. And at the time, some British diplomats were to be implicated as well.
That must have been absolutely terrifying.
Well, torture is terrifying.
Yeah.
And the period between torturing is even worse because you live in fear of when they're coming back to carry on the torture. In my case, the torture worked around the prayer times because they'd stop torturing me, go and pray when it was time for Salah, and come back and continue.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, yeah.
That's a nice holy attitude to have.
Yeah.
How long were you in prison for?
32 months.
Flippin' heck. And what was that like? What was? Did the torture continue while you were in prison?
Yeah, I was. The first 17 months was in solitary confinement. I'd frequently be taken out my cell to be beaten and tortured just for the sake of entertaining their colleagues.
And when you say torture, what kind of things were being done?
It was total sleep deprivation for up to 7 days at a time. Falanga, which is beaten on the soles of my feet, hung upside down, beaten on my buttocks with an axe handle. Basically just been beaten to a pulp. I was hospitalised twice because although they got some gratification out of torturing me, they didn't want me to die in custody. So when they went too far, then they had to hospitalise me twice.
And how did you get out?
Well, I believe two things happened. In May 2003, Al-Qaeda suicide bombers attacked 2 Western compounds, killing 35 people and injuring more than 200 others. And then the Saudis had to concede that they had the wrong people in prison. A deal was struck where 5 Saudis arrested in Afghanistan were traded, who were sent to Guantanamo Bay, were traded for 7 Westerners, and the Westerners were innocent of the charges they were accused of.
With all of the fuss that's being made with the death of King Abdullah, and with David Cameron and Prince Charles going over there, and the flag being flown at half-mast over here, how does that make you feel?
I think it's absolutely despicable. As someone who'd served in Her Majesty's Armed Forces, I think it's appalling that our flag should be lowered to commemorate a tyrant.
Would you ever go back?
To Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
I'd burn in hell first.
Sandy, I really appreciate you talking to us this morning. 03453 009956 is the telephone number. Well, he's joined now by Sir William Patey. He's a former British ambassador to Iraq, Saudi, Afghanistan and Sudan. Morning, Sir William.
Morning.
It does seem to send a slightly confusing message, doesn't it, that we are flying the flags at half-mast for King Abdullah.
Yeah, well, that's a mark of respect for a monarch of a country with whom we have close relations. King Abdullah paid a state visit to Saudi Arabia, to the United Kingdom not that long ago, was a guest of Her Majesty the Queen. So that's a kind of protocol matter. There's not much politics involved in that. Nobody's going to try and justify what happened to Sandy Mitchell. Indeed, I was in Saudi Arabia just before that, and in Saudi Arabia afterwards, and was head of the Middle East Department in the Foreign Office. And what happened to Sandy and his colleagues is unforgivable, and the treatment that was meted out to them. I think Sandy's got it quite right when he says that the Saudis were in denial about the terrorist threat in Saudi Arabia, which led to them to being falsely accused and imprisoned. But nobody's going to suggest that by flying the flag at half-mast, Britain is saying that everything's hunky-dory in Saudi Arabia with respect to human rights. But there's a broader picture here.
Is the broader picture simply money?
Well, the broader picture is complex. Money's part of it. It's about trade. It's about defence and security. We are currently allied with the Saudis. Their planes are flying alongside our planes in northern Iraq, trying to stop the advance of Daesh, or the so-called ISIL. So we fought in 2 Gulf wars with them. We have a very important strategic relationship. So nobody's going to deny that trade is also part of that relationship.
But there are some people that think that the Saudis perhaps play a bigger part in creation of these extremist Islamists than we would like to admit.
Well, I mean, it's true that the Saudi system, Wahhabi system, is quite strict and shares many of the precepts. But they're not. They're actively opposing Al Qaeda and ISIL, who they see as a threat just as much as we do. But there's no doubt that the system that exists in Saudi Arabia is a very conservative Islam, a reliance on the Sharia law, the sort of legal system that led to the miscarriage of justice that Sandy was a victim of, with an over-reliance on confession. So, there are some similarities in terms of the Sharia law system and the conservative Islam. But to say that Saudi Arabia promotes Al Qaeda and ISIL, it would be wrong.
If you blaspheme, you get killed. There's that writer that's getting 1,000 lashes for a blog. If you're gay, you get killed. If you're an adulterer in your marriage, you get killed. It's not brilliant, is it? Should we really be associating ourselves so prominently with a country that has... Well, it's pretty awful human rights, isn't it?
Well, you're basically describing punishments that are set out in the Sharia law and in the Quran.
Yeah, which is the law that they follow over there.
Yeah, it's the law they follow. It's the law they follow in Pakistan. It's the law they follow in countries where the Muslim majority set the law.
But we're not so close with Pakistan, are we?
Well, we have a important relationship with Pakistan. We're not, we're close to lots of countries, lots of Muslim countries. I mean, Saudi Arabia is a country in transition. I mean, since Sandy was there and others were there, you are beginning to see some slow progress towards reform, and we're much more likely to see reform the more Saudi Arabia remains engaged in the world.
What reform has there been?
Well, you've seen in respect of women going into education, women's employment opportunities opening up.
They can't drive, can they? They're not allowed to drive.
Still haven't gone over to the allowing women to drive. It's slow. Women have been introduced into the Majlis Shura, their equivalent of a parliament. Now, I'm not suggesting that the reform is fast enough or acceptable to a lot of Saudis, but there are a lot of Saudis who oppose those reforms. So it's up to the Saudis themselves to decide how to govern their society. It's not for us to determine what sort of system they should have.
And finally, Sir William, just two quotes. Scottish Tory leader Ruth Davidson described the move of flying the flags at half-mast as a steaming pile of nonsense, whereas former Tory MP Louise Mensch said, what a failure the West has been, what gutless cowards our leaders are.
Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion. This is a country where you have freedom of expression. I just think they're not understanding the complexity of the situation.
Sir William, really nice to talk to you. Thanks for your time this morning.
Okay, thank you.
William Patey, former British ambassador to Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan and Sudan. The fun places. The fun places. Well, 03453 009956 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Is it... Well, was King Abdullah a bit of a dodgepot? That's the simple question. And it seems that we're sucking up to them because of money. Aren't we? And on the back of that, don't ask me how. What's best, cowboys or astronauts? Here's the thing. I never liked dinosaurs. I've never seen Jurassic Park. I've never seen it at all. Because dinosaurs are boring, aren't they? I mean, just so what? They were around a few billion years ago. Who Millie.
Good morning, Lou.
Dinosaurs are boring, aren't they?
I don't know.
Sorry?
I don't know.
Well, you must have a thought on dinosaurs.
No.
No?
Never had subjects on dinosaurs.
You never had what?
I never thought about dinosaurs.
You never thought about dinosaurs ever?
No.
Why?
I just see them on telly and I don't know if they're real.
What do you mean you don't know if they're not real now? They're dead, but they were real.
Well, I don't know.
Sorry?
Never seen one.
No, because they're extinct about 500 million years ago.
Yeah. I'm ill before Christmas.
Sorry?
I am ill before Christmas till now. I said I am not well.
I can hear you sniffling. What's that got? I'm confused.
I just saying to you, I take my time to come on to talk to you this morning.
Yes.
Because I haven't spoken to you for ages.
Oh, that's why we've missed you, Millie. I hadn't noticed you'd gone.
Get off.
Let's think about dinosaurs now.
I come on to talk about the dead.
I know. Well, in many ways, that's dinosaurs, isn't it?
A dead? I'm not a dinosaur.
Well,
you tell me about a dinosaur. Have you ever seen one alive?
No, Millie. They died over 500 million years ago.
I know that. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
There you go. There's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
They reanimated those from the DNA.
Ah.
So, are you? So, are you questioning that dinosaurs ever existed?
I know they were there before we was invented, but I'm not on about them.
No, okay. It's just a conversation, Millie, isn't it?
All right, you carry on.
It's just a conversation. It's when you meet your friends down the Derby and Joan club.
Yeah.
You don't go down. You don't go in to speak just about one thing. Do you have a conversation?
Well, I don't go to the club.
Yeah.
I don't go to a club.
Okay, where?
I go on vacation, not clubs.
You go where?
On vacation.
Are you American?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Huh?
Are you an American?
Most of my family is American. Well, my daddy is a part of American. My daddy was born in Panama.
Okay. Oh, is he born in Panama?
Yeah.
Then why? Hang on. How did you end up over here? Why are you not in Panama?
Because we travel on planes.
Oh, the old travelling on planes. the old travelling on planes ploy. Hey, Millie. So what's wrong with you then? Why are you poorly?
Well, I had a pneumonia jab on the Tuesday before Christmas.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my hands were swollen so big. And then I got the sickness that they put into you.
Well, if it's a pneumonia jab...
Yeah.
Can you get a pneumonia jab?
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't a flu jab?
No.
A pneumonia jab?
Yes.
Now you've made that up.
The flu jab was October.
And the pneumonia jab was 2 days before Christmas?
Right, listen then, if you take a line here...
Where are you going?
I got my letter here.
Yeah.
It's a pneumonia jab Dr. O'Brien sent to tell me to come and get... So that you don't get it when getting into age. They give it you, right?
Okay, yes. And it made your hands swell up?
Yeah.
Millie, stay there. We'll talk more after this. I've got not a clue. Not a clue. Let's get the travel. Here's Liz.
Thanks, Ian. Around Wednesbury, just be mindful, Marketplace is still shut. Police dealing with an incident, doing some investigations, so it's closed at the junction with Wood Green Road. Traffic's coping OK. Busy otherwise in and out of Birmingham through Selly Oak, around Selly Oak Triangle, Bristol Road towards Priory Road. The A41 Soho Road in Handsworth is congested, very slow around Kings Heath. The A435 around Addison Road near to the supermarket. Your match day travel sees as you make your way around Birmingham, that's looking OK so far this morning. You've got home matches at Birmingham City. In fact, there's a local derby in the FA Cup against West Bromwich Albion, so expect an awful lot of traffic around Birmingham and the West Brom area later on this afternoon. On public transport, delays of 20 minutes on services between Birmingham New Street and Reading is because of an ongoing signalling problem around Didcot Parkway. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 travel 0330 123 3550.
The FA Cup is back on the BBC.
It's got to go in. Has it gone in? Referee says yes. It's Thomas with his second. Birmingham City's third.
Nearly 4 years since their last meeting.
Hear exclusive FM commentary of Birmingham City versus West Bromwich Albion in the FA Cup fourth round.
Berahino makes it 7 with another sumptuous finish.
Join early kick-off for all the build-up live from St Andrews today from 12.
The station for commentary this season.
BBC WM 95.6.
Millie!
Yes, love.
You've called in to speak ill of the dead. Which dead would you like to speak ill of?
All dead. They should not. They always say never speak bad of the dead.
But why do they say that about the deads?
Because they say let the dead bury their dead.
Say a nice thing to me about Hitler.
I read about him, but I don't know of him.
Oh, flipping it. You're not going to pretend that he did... So you don't know anything about dinosaurs, you don't know anything about Hitler?
I know Hitler had, like, children that got blue eyes. And he never liked deformed people, and he never liked no one unless they was tall.
Right, okay.
And he get rid of you for short. Like my sons, they will be all with Hitler. Because he liked tall men.
OK, guys, so here's what Millie knows about Hitler, right?
Yeah.
He had kids that had blue eyes.
No, he had kids. He loved children that got blue eyes.
He loved children that got blue eyes.
Tall men.
He didn't like short people. If you were short, he would kill you.
Well, no disability people, because they're not good to him.
OK.
And you had to do what he...
So can you say anything nice?
Never liked the Jews.
There we go. We got something. Well done. Can you say anything nice about a man that killed short people?
I don't know anyone.
Sorry?
I don't know anyone but Hitler.
Yeah, can you say anything nice about Hitler?
No.
Right.
He was cruel.
Don't speak ill of the dead, Millie.
Right. They said, right, you know, like how these British people goes around and dig up all the dead people, all the bones and looking at them and all of this, right?
Yeah.
And then they go to Egypt and they move all the Egyptians that are in the tomb.
Yeah.
And then they put a curse on the earth.
Oh, for
God, it is.
Millie.
Egyptian.
Millie, I think that injection...
That's what caused me to be ill now.
I think it's done something to your mind. Bernard? Bernard?
Yes?
You know about Millie's injection, do you?
No.
Will it have made
Well, yes, about the injections. Yes, it is true. A senior citizen, if they want to, can have
pneumonia.
One injection for pneumonia. Only one injection. That's for a lifetime. But have an injection for flu every year.
Right, but I don't have the flu injection because it made me bad the first one I had. Yeah?
Yeah, you have the flu injection. Well, you have one every year, but you have
the pneumonia
one...
jab is every 5 years.
No, you have one only injection for pneumonia. That's what they told me. I've only had one.
Yes, that's the one I had the Tuesday before Christmas.
Yeah.
No,
well, you
my
only have
brother's
one, they say you only have one of those in a lifetime. But
my brother's a doctor in New York, yeah?
But you have injection for a flu every year.
A year, yeah. The first year I had it, it made me so ill. I'm going to tell you a lie. I thought I would never be here today. So I don't have that no more. And now I know now Dr. O'Brien gave me the pneumonia jab, and it got me here ill now for a month.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not well at all. That's why I tried to talk to Iain this morning so that he could cheer me up.
Millie, could you blow your nose?
Not real.
It's not your nose is not real.
It's blocked up. I got like a head cold.
Right.
And it's blocked up in the days. It's not too bad. When I'm going to bed at night.
Oh, right, Millie, stay there. Robert.
All right.
Robert.
Yeah.
Can you? Millie's nose is not real. She's got a head cold. Can you help her?
So is you.
What?
So is you. You said you've got a cold.
Thank you, Robert. He said it early. Yeah. He said he can't get rid of his. Yeah, I heard him say it.
Well,
yeah.
Try some smelling salts.
I got one. I got a bottle. I use it, but sometimes I can't. The reason why I can't blow, I'll draw the smelling bottle to my nose because it's blocked. You get me, Robert?
Well, try some other stuff with water, hot water and so much else. But that same smelling substance for you, Lee. Try that, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But whatever you do, when you get a bottle, I don't know how much it is now, because it used to be about £1.9 and that.
I got one in my hand here. I travel with it.
Yeah, but I'm on about Lee.
Oh.
Bernard, have you got any idea what they're banging on about?
Yeah, well, all they need, that lady, for a blocked nose is
Which
the
one?
guitar.
Yes.
Is Halbocile.
Yeah, that's it. It's about water and vaporise it into your nose.
Just sniff it from the bottle up each nostril.
Oh, I'll get one today then.
And it'll clear your nose, your nasal passages.
Yeah,
You hold your one side of the nostril to blow into, into the one, and then do it on the other one. Halbocile.
Right, Robert.
Yeah.
Were dinosaurs real?
I presume so. I wasn't hearing them years. I've seen it on the telly, but, they're still finding the bones and the eggs and that, but, But anyway, about you.
Yes.
Haven't you heard of the old remedies that your mother used to say about?
No, those don't work. I believe in medicine and science.
You know what I did? But hang on. Do you know they don't work? I mean, I've been taking cod liver oil, honey, blackcurrant and lemon for years now. I mean, the blackcurrant, if you get a touch of phlegm on your chest, that lifts it up your chest, you're coughing your guts up.
Yeah, but you're Ian, you know what I did, right?
Yeah, go on, Millie.
I put lemon, lime, clove, nutmeg, garlic. Listen to me good, yeah?
Yeah, and did that work, Millie?
Hang on. I boiled all of them up.
Yeah.
I boiled them.
Yeah.
And then I sweetened it with honey.
Yeah, and then you stuck your feet in it.
And no, listen, concentrate, man.
I'm really trying to follow your thread. Bernard, are you following Millie?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay, well,
all she needs to do, Ian, is have honey every day in a porridge and in a drinks. Now, touch wood, it's very rare I ever get a cold. I've been having honey for about 45 years.
I never drank so much honey in my life from I use jars, bottles.
Yes.
My nephew then bring them. Everybody come here bring me a jar of honey.
Oh, okay.
I true to God, I'm having a cup of tea now.
Lee.
Honey, yeah?
Lee.
Yeah?
Well, I've got honey in my tea as I'm drinking as well.
Right, hang on. Right, Robert's got my name wrong, but we'll go with
I
it.
think what she wants is an MOT at the doctor's.
She needs something.
My Dr. O'Brien is all right. I got to keep warm.
Right, Millie.
Yeah?
Right, everybody button it. Millie.
Yes, sir.
Yes, madam. Cowboys or astronauts?
Cowboys.
Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen.
Didn't I make you feel like you were the only man? Didn't I give you everything that a woman possibly can? But with all the love I give you, it's never enough. But I'm gonna show you, baby, that a woman can be tough.
Got very little idea what's going on this morning. King Abdullah, was he a dodge pot? When can you speak ill of the dead? Does anyone know any more about Hitler than Millie? He had kids with blue eyes and he killed short people? Blimey! And also cowboys versus astronauts, Len.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's how this bloke down the road reckons he's a builder. I reckon he's a cowboy himself.
Here we go. Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't put his ladder up straight. As regards Hitler, I think if you grew a funny moustache, you were okay.
There was, listen, the thing, well, I was going to say the bad thing about Hitler. One of the really, really minor things about Hitler was he's killed off the Hitler moustache, hasn't he? You can't wear that moustache anymore. And, of course, Charlie Chaplin and Oliver Hardy, they had that moustache first.
No, well, yeah, Oliver Hardy, yeah, great. Charlie Chaplin's my hero.
Why? Because he wasn't funny.
He were.
No.
He knew what time it was every time of the day. It was 2:45.
So, what?
Looking at his feet, it was always 2:45.
Ah, I see.
That's how we know the time.
Okay. But he wasn't funny. Laurel and Hardy were funny. Harold Lloyd, hooray for Harold Lloyd, a pair of glasses and a smile.
Hey,
just funny.
hang on. What's this got to do with cowboys and astronauts?
Not a lot.
Well, there you go, you see.
Thanks for calling, Lem. 03453 009956 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Charlie Chaplin, never funny. Never funny. I had a very nice evening in a Greek island at a very posh hotel. We only stayed there for 2 nights. It's all we could afford. And outside, they showed big white wall of the hotel, and they showed silent films on the white wall. And we were 11 o'clock at night watching Charlie Chaplin. And that was nice. But he wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. It was just, oh, OK, look at that. But Laurel and Hardy are hysterical. I love Laurel and Hardy. Harold Lloyd was brilliant. The Marx Brothers, I watched a Marx Brothers film the other day for the first time in about 25 years. And it was it was stodgy, but there were some bits of it that were brilliant. I mean, for me, forget Groucho. It's all about Harpo and Chico. When those two guys get together, it's funny. But Charlie Chaplin, nah. Let's do some Texas. Ian, if your nose is bunged up, get some smelling salts. Do you know what? I've had smelling salts recently. You don't need to... This is my top tip. You don't need to buy it. Go into Boots. Honestly, it will blow your flipping mind. Right, you buy it if you want. But just get the little bottle of smelling salts and just take a really deep whiff. Oh man! It's like I don't know. I was about to say it's like something that you're not allowed to do. It was incredible. Blew my mind. Jay says, are all pensioners weird? 03453 009956. You can discuss. Ian, I wonder how long it would be. I wonder how long it would be people start taking the mick after you pop your clogs. I, for one, would be upset. Yeah, right. That sounds like a threat to me. Are you threatening me? And are we flying the Union Jack at half-mast today to commemorate a British hero, Churchill, who died 50 years ago? I doubt it. While our spineless PC-ruling elite suck up to these people, no doubt because of their oil, and they buy our warplanes. Dave, frankly. Dave being very frank there. 03453 009956 is the telephone number. Oh, I need to know as well, in light of King Tut having his beard superglued on, it's a long shot. I need your sticking stories, please. 03453 009956.
The voice of Birmingham and the Black Country.
BBC WM 95.6.
It's 10 o'clock. Let's get the news. Here's Nicole.
David Cameron and Prince Charles are travelling to Saudi Arabia to pay their respects following the death of King Abdullah. They'll join the French President, François Hollande, and the US Vice President, Joe Biden, at an official ceremony. But the former Conservative MP, Louise Mensch, thinks it's wrong to honour a man she describes as a despot ruling over a brutal regime.
Even if they were genuinely an ally in the war on terror, which they most certainly are not, it would not change the fact that it is unacceptable to treat women like second-class citizens, like slaves and like property, to execute people for being gay, to behead people for so-called witchcraft. Either we stand for something or we don't.
A man has died after he was attacked with a machete outside a pub in Gloucestershire. The 19-year-old was involved in a fight near the Pike and Musket pub in Tuffley just after midnight. 2 other men, aged 18 and 22, were injured. Police have launched a murder investigation. Today marks the 50th anniversary of the death of Sir Winston Churchill. He was 90 and had served twice as Prime Minister, including leading Britain to a successful outcome of the Second World War. And a campaign to restore a memorial to Sir Winston Churchill in Dudley has been given a huge boost. It's been given official backing now by Dudley Council, meaning that a bid can be put into the National Lottery for £100,000. The original memorial consisted of 17 stained glass panels and stretched across the Churchill precinct, but it had to be removed after damage caused by vandals and weather. Dudley MP Iain Austin is the man driving the campaign.
I mean, this is about teaching the next generation, enabling them to learn about Britain and its history in the way that mural inspired me as a child in Dudley. Get local schools involved in this project, doing history projects around it. We want to get local glass students at, the Ruskin College or Dudley College. We want this to be a big community project, something that, that'll last for generations in Dudley to come.
Birmingham City play West Bromwich Albion in an FA Cup derby at St Andrews today. It's the first time the sides have met in the FA Cup since 1968. Dale and Kelly Brooks are from Oldbury. They're married. Dale supports the Baggies. Kelly is a Blues fan.
We're going separate. Dale's going with the Baggies fans on the coach, and I'm going with my mum and sister.
She's come to a couple of Albion games, and I've gone to a couple of Birmingham games. We have kind of got a soft spot, but obviously when we play each other, that goes out the window completely.
And we'll have exclusive FM commentary from St Andrews here on BBC WM 95.6. The build-up starts on early kick-off from 12. The weather cold but dry today with plenty of winter sunshine and a top temperature of 5 Celsius, 41 Fahrenheit. Tonight cloudy but with the risk of frost by morning. A minimum temperature tonight 2 Celsius, 36 Fahrenheit. BBC WM 95.6 News. There's more online at bbc.co.uk/WM.
The Voice. The Voice. The Voice. The Voice of Birmingham and the Black Country.
You should take in other religions and treat them as you would want to be treated yourself.
We are even more intelligent. They treated me with the utmost respect.
Iain Lee, Saturdays
9 till 12.
BBC WM 95.6.
So, the beard of King Tut, hang on. Tutankhamun. Is Tutankhamun is King Tut? Yeah, is that right? Yeah, why not? His beard snaps off. It's fixed with a little bit of super glue. So the question is, what have you snapped off? And what have you glued? 03453 009956.
Have your say.
Across the West Midlands, call
03453 009956.
BBC WM 95.6.
Terry's in Oldbury. Morning, Terry.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, good morning. We've
danced the whole night through. Good morning, good morning to you. And you, and you,
and you, and you.
Oh, that was romantic, wasn't it?
Yeah. Marx Brothers.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I love Harpo when he plays the harp.
I like my boy. I was showing the Marx Brothers to my eldest, who's now 5, and he was kind of digging it. He sat there for most of it, which I was very surprised by.
Yeah.
But Harpo blew his mind. For those who don't know, Harpo doesn't speak, never speaks. I think there's only one recording of his voice in existence.
Yeah, he's got that squeezy horn thing.
He's got the horn, and my boy, he couldn't understand, and he kept saying, "But how does he breathe, Daddy? How does he breathe?" Harpo's good. For me, it's Chico. It's when Chico and Harpo get together. I can kind of leave Groucho. The wordplay is very, very clever, but not necessarily very funny. When Harpo and Chico get together, it's magic.
Yeah, when he plays the piano.
He plays the piano. He has the pointy finger to do the keys at the end.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. And
thanks for calling.
I've never.
Oh, there's more.
No, I've never found Charlie Chaplin funny, but there's a brilliant film, Robert Downey Jr. Chaplin.
Oh no, this is Downey Jr. classic before he had his drug breakdown and went. Robert Downey Jr. went to prison.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? And now he's like the world's most famous, celebrated Iron Man.
Yeah. And can I tell you my favourites of, that era or probably later?
I've just got to say, we did have a text, Terry, from Jay, that asked, are all pensioners mad?
I am, yes.
Yeah, this is the thing. And not in the good way. Weird, not mad. Are all pensioners weird?
Well, I like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I think you're a very kind of dark weird, though, aren't you?
Who wants to be normal?
Well,
that's just a setting on the washing machine.
We're all normal and we want our freedom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's wave the flag. I love Margaret Rutherford playing Miss Marple. Do you like her?
No.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Take care. Bye.
What I feel, I can't say. My love is there for you any time of day. It's all love that you need, and I'll try my best to make everything succeed. Tell me what is my life without your love? Tell me who am I without you by my side? All I know I can do if I give my love out to everyone like you. It's all love that you need, and I'll try my best to make everything succeed. Tell me what is my life without your love? Tell me who am I without you by my side? Tell me what is my life without your love? Tell me who am I without you by my What I feel, I can't say. My love is there for you any time of day. It's all love that you need, and I'll try my best to make everything succeed. Tell me what is my life without your love? Tell me who am I without you by my side? Oh, tell me what is my life without your love?
So, what have you broken? What have you snapped? And what have you glued or stuck? 03453 009956. Just rocking out to a bit of George Harrison, Dave.
Oh, there was a better version of that.
I tell you what, let's play Rank the Beatles, okay?
There was a better version of that by Olivia Newton-John.
She did do an excellent version, didn't she?
Far better than that.
Well, far better. I would say it was good. Dave, can you rank the Beatles with me?
They were quite good in the day, yeah.
Let's rank them in order. I'm going to do mine in number 1, George Harrison.
Yeah.
Number 2, controversial, Ringo.
Yeah.
Number 3, John Lennon. And number 4, only because I have to, Paul McCartney.
Yeah, but he's the only one who's doing anything these days, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty much the only one that's alive.
Well, Ringo does a bit of telly work, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, George and John aren't going to be doing much, are they?
Well, no, they're in a better life, aren't they?
Well, George would certainly believe that, although I'm not convinced. If you want to phone up and rank the Beatles, 03453 009956. But, Dave, you've not called in for Beatle ranking, have you?
No, you was on about caravans yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. The Ray Mears, the wildlife man, lost a gig here in Birmingham for slagging off caravans. And they're rubbish, aren't they?
Well, it's not the caravans, it's the people who tow them.
Here we go, Dave. Let's be having you.
When I was a coach driver, I was in the centre lane of the motorway one day.
You shouldn't have been.
I should.
You shouldn't have been in the centre lane, mate.
Doing about 65.
You
right?
shouldn't have been in the centre lane.
Coaches can go in the middle lane.
Yeah, they can do, but then they should pull over to the Now, is it the outside lane or the inside lane? I always get confused.
The inside lane.
They should, but you should pull over to the inside lane.
I've just overtaken a truck.
Okay, and were you about to pull over to the inside lane?
Yes.
Then continue.
And this Range Rover's coming down the middle lane, flashing me out the way.
Oh, yeah.
And he come past me like something possessed. He was doing about 80 with a caravan on the back.
Unbelievable.
No, like a 5-berth tourer on the back. Kids in the back of the Range Rover.
Yeah.
About 3 mile down the road. What's on its side?
I don't know.
The Range Rover and caravan.
Hey.
And there's 2 other cars involved.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. And I'm confused as to what your point is.
No, the bloke, he was driving like an idiot with a caravan on the back.
He was desperate to hook up his electricity and water supply so they could use a communal shower block.
Yeah, but he could have slowed down 20 mile an hour. That's only 20 minutes earlier. He's going to get there.
I tell you what we'll do, Dave. You've very, very kindly ranked the Beatles with me. Let's rank drivers, shall we?
Yeah.
Who would you say are the worst drivers?
The young drivers and then caravan drivers.
So you put young people number 1, caravan driver. I would put, and okay, I'm going to do it.
Go on.
Bus drivers at number 1. I've not said coaches, Dave.
Well, bus drivers, yeah.
Yep.
They sit at the bus stop with the right-hand indicator going and they're still picking passengers.
Yeah,
up.
that is very, very naughty.
That's not the way I was taught to drive.
No, you were taught to just stay in the middle lane.
Signal and then put your foot down and pull out.
Thank you, that's it. Put your foot down. So, number 1, bus drivers. And by the way, if you want to play this fun game, you can. Write your answers on the back of a postcard and, it'll be a nice reminder for you. Number 2, lorry drivers. Lorry drivers on the motorway. They're always doing that thing where one will overtake one for a few minutes, then the first one will overtake the second one, then the second one will overtake the first one. And they always do this thing as well, where they flash their lights to say, you can pull in front of me now. Hey, listen, I'll be the judge of when I pull in front of you, not you.
It's a courtesy thing.
I'll give you a courtesy thing.
It goes back for years, that does, just to say your back end's cleared of my front. You can pull in if you want to.
It would be useful in the bedroom as well, wouldn't it? But, thank you. But it annoys me.
Yeah, but it's just a thing, coach drivers and
number 3,
drivers
so number 1, bus drivers. Number 2, lorry drivers. Number 3, the coach driver.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry?
Go on, yeah.
Well, I just think you guys, you hog the middle lane a bit, Dave.
Well, it was all right when they weren't limited.
Thank you very much indeed. 03453 009956. Dave, harking back to the days when coaches could do any speed they wanted. Let's get the travel news now. Here's Liz.
Iain, thank you. In Wednesbury Marketplace is still shut. Police dealing with an incident at the junction with Wood Green Road. The traffic is coping OK. Around Kings Heath is very slow on Ulster Road south around Addison Road near to the supermarket. Not too bad on the motorway route so far this morning. There are delays of 20 minutes on train services between Birmingham New Street and Reading because of a signalling problem. And further along London Midland services delayed by about 30 minutes between Rugby and Milton Keynes because of overhead power cable problems. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 Travel 0330 123 3550.
On Inside Out this week.
If you look at there, the headmaster's office. In there, the trousers down, whack.
and I could feel the blood running down my legs.
We investigate a regime of child abuse at a Worcestershire Catholic school.
If I see them along the street now and they was old enough or they was fit enough to hold their hands up, I'd bash the life out of all of them.
And we've got a great World War I story about 3 Midlanders who helped create a little Britain in a Berlin prison camp. That's Inside Out on Monday at 7:30 on BBC One.
03453 009956. What have you snapped off? What have you glued back together? Charlie Chaplin wasn't funny. Is King Abdullah a dodgepot? When can you speak ill of the dead? We're ranking Beatles. We're ranking drivers. And Ian's talking about Ant and Dec. Ian?
Good day.
Good day.
I just can't stand them. I can't see anything in them.
Thanks for calling. Oh, hang on a minute. What's your beef with Ant and Dec?
They're rubbish.
But what? Well, first of all, why have you called me to tell me that?
I don't know.
OK. They won the Best Entertainment category on the National Television Awards for 14 years running, Ian.
Shows how bad he is in comedy, doesn't it?
See, the thing is, I think Ant and Dec, bizarrely, they follow me on Twitter and they waved at me once. I think Ant and Dec are all right. They're kind of, I would say they've got more balls than Vernon Kay or Dermot O'Leary. Literally they've got more balls, but also...
Who are them?
Sorry?
Who are them?
You don't know who Dermot O'Leary is?
I know of him.
OK. Do you know who Vernon Kay is?
Yeah.
OK, well, that's who they are.
I don't think much of them either.
No, OK. Again, nice blokes, a little bit bland. But Ant and Dec... Hang on a second. Christine? Christine?
Yeah?
Oh, what? Ian doesn't like Ant and Dec. Do you like them?
Can't stand them.
Oh, blimey, what's going on here? This is a...
They haven't got any talent in their little feet. I really don't know. All my family, I mean my girls and my granddaughter, they like them, but I just don't see they're funny.
This is outright. 03453 009956. Hang on. Ahmed?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Do you like Ant and Dec?
I rang you to tell you about the buses. I don't know what you're on about.
I know you did, but we'll get to that in a minute, I promise you. It's just called a conversation. What do you think of Ant and Dec?
I don't know, man. I can't make a comment.
He doesn't want to comment now. OK, well, he doesn't want to... 03453 009956. The phones have gone literally mental with one caller calling in. I'm guessing to defend Ant and Dec. And if that's what George is doing, then you put him straight through. We can get rid of Ahmed for a minute. We'll come back to you, Ahmed, I promise.
I don't like Paul McCartney either.
Do you know what, Ian? I think it might be easier to work backwards. What do you like?
Pink Floyd.
Oh, blimey. Now, do you like the Pink Floyd or Pink Floyd?
Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin.
Oh, the boring bands.
Who?
The boring bands.
Yeah.
They're boring, aren't they, Christine?
They are. We just rang in to say we're arguing about the Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is George Harrison, but my granddaughter and my husband are saying John Lennon.
As your favourite?
George Harrison. He was so underrated with the Beatles.
Wasn't he beautiful?
Gorgeous.
The best
like
looking.
Macca, I mean, he needs to stop dyeing his hair and get a life now.
Well, do you know what? I agree. If Paul McCartney did a Tom... Because Paul McCartney was grey in the 80s.
Yeah, yes.
And there are rumours, Christine.
Yes.
He's wearing a syrup as well.
Oh, don't. Just in a final one now.
There are rumours, because McCartney's hair has got thicker as he's got older. That doesn't happen.
It's a bit like Ray Davies' hair. Again, another absolute brilliant musician. But he's Barnett. I mean, what's he on about with that?
Ray Davies hasn't got any hair, but what hair he has got, he boofs it up so it looks like he has got hair.
And changing the subject again, like you do, my granddaughter had her head stuck back together in the hospital when she had stitches in it.
Hang on a minute. She had it stuck back on her neck. What happened?
Do you want to tell them, P? No, she had.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on, Christine. Christine, shh. What's her name?
Well, she's called P, but her name's Maya, but we call her P.
Why doesn't P want to talk to... Put P on the phone. How old is she?
She's 11 next week.
Come on, put P on the phone. Come on. This is what grandparents are supposed to do. They're supposed to bully their grandchildren.
Hello.
Morning, P. You all right? Is Christine your nana?
Granny.
Is she? 'Cause she sounds a little bit nuts. Is she a nuisance or is she a good nanny?
In the middle.
Yeah. Is she a good cook?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good cook.
Does she give you money?
Yes.
Does she tell you off?
No.
Hey, that's a good nanny all round. Stick with that.
Yeah.
P, what happened? Your nanny was telling me your head fell off.
No, when I was 7, I cracked my head open.
Oh, that was silly. Why did you do that?
I was running and I ran into something.
Oh no! And then so what happened? Ahmed's gone. We'll get him back. So what? Okay, so you cracked your head open. I'm guessing that hurt quite a bit, P.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah, all right, don't be so. All right, love, don't be sarky with me. And so then what happened next, P?
I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And I had to get my head stuck back together.
Right, because that's what they do, P. Is they stick heads back together, don't they? Come on, they must have done more than that. Well, did they get out the super glue and put it back on?
No.
No. What did that, was it stitches?
Yeah.
Okay. What, Pete, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
Go to school.
Oh, okay. And what does your husband do for a living? Pete? Pete, what does your husband do?
Nothing. I haven't
He's
got
a
one.
layabout, is he? He's sponging off the state, is he? Unbelievable. And why are you called P? PP?
I don't know.
Oh, she said, I don't know. When she was expected...
Wasn't talking to you, Christine.
I know, but she doesn't know.
Yeah, I know,
Ray.
but...
I'm sorry, Ian.
Okay, but wasn't talking to you.
When she was
Bit rude.
expected,
Yes.
her dad said, oh, is she the size of a plum? And I said, don't be silly, she'd be about the size of a pea.
Oh.
In a mummy's tummy, so it just stuck, so she's pea.
Hang on, is that how you explained it to her dad? She'll be the size of a pea in her mummy's tummy. Christine, sounds like you're doing a good job there as a nanny. Well, Ian, what are you doing? Ian?
Hello.
Oh, blimey, still there. Oh, Christine?
Yeah?
Can I just one more quick word with P, please?
Of course you can.
P, do you like Ant and Dec?
They're okay.
Yeah. What do you think about Grumpy Ian, the other caller I've got on the line? Is he miserable?
Yeah?
Should he cheer up a bit?
Yeah?
There we go. Thank you, P. Thank you, Christine. Ian?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Is there anything that you do... So Pink Floyd we've got, Led Zeppelin, anything else that you like?
Real Ale.
Thanks very much for calling. 03453 009956 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You can email ian.lee@bbc.co.uk. There's a great story. Where is this? In the Birmingham Mail. I meant to do this. I meant to kind of kick off the show with this. Right. It's just incredible. Incredible. Get this, George. It's incredible. George?
Hello?
Hello, George. This is incredible.
Is it?
Yes. Sculpture named among the top 10 public works of art in the world.
Rubbish.
Sorry?
Rubbish.
Turn your radio off, George.
Rubbish.
No, it's an instruction. Turn your radio off.
Rubbish.
Flipping it. Turn your radio off.
I haven't got my radio on.
Just incredible.
Yeah, rubbish.
What's rubbish?
Incredible.
What? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No. No.
Right. But how do you know it's rubbish?
Because I'm talking rubbish.
About what?
Whatever you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about, George.
Incredible.
Sculptor reveals pride. Have you been into Birmingham city centre?
No, not lately.
Ever?
Yes.
Right. When was the last time you went there?
Last Saturday.
Right. What's the big statue that they've got there? In the bull ring.
In the bull ring?
There's a big statue in the bull ring. What would it be?
I think it's a bull.
Correct. It's incredible. Well done. We got the sculptor the man who created Birmingham's bull-ring bull.
Yeah. What's that got to do with Ant and Dec?
Nothing at all. Has spoken of his pride after the sculpture was named among the world's 10 top public works of art. I would have said top 10 pub. Anyway. So basically, they've said, right, George, that the bull in the bull ring is up there with New York's Statue of Liberty and Michelangelo's David.
No.
That is rubbish, isn't it? Back to your earlier point about everything being rubbish. I mean, the bull's all right, but it's not up there with the Statue of Liberty. Blimey, it's like squeezing lemon juice from a stone talking to this one. George, what... Oh, blimey. 03453 009956. George, what have you got for us, you grumpy old so-and-so?
Ant and Deck.
Yes.
They want to stop in the jungle.
Why?
We don't want them back. Leave them in the jungle.
What's wrong with Ant and Deck?
They're rubbish.
But why? They're pleasant. They're entertaining.
Yeah, they're entertaining. I wouldn't go and pay bushwashers to watch them.
You wouldn't go and play bushwashers?
Yeah.
Are you? What's going on in the background? Are you operating a cat murdering factory?
No, it's the dog barking. He wants to go out.
That's not a bark, mate. You want to get a more masculine dog than that. That's not a bark. Telling me sounds like a cat.
He's growling because he wants to go out.
He's growling because his owner's a miserable old so-and-so. All right. So if you don't like Ant and Dec, who do you... Shut up. Who do you like?
Me? I don't know. There's not many comedians I like.
Do you like Frankie Boyle?
No.
Jimmy Carr?
No.
Eddie Izzard?
No.
Rowan Atkinson?
No.
Stephen Fry?
No.
Alan Davis?
No.
Do you like that fella who's only got one leg whose name escapes me?
I don't know what his name is.
OK. So is there anybody you like, you grumpy old so-and-so?
Yeah, I like sports presenters.
Hey, what about that Adrian Chiles?
Nah.
Oh.
He's an Albion fan.
Right, he's got the boot, hasn't he, off ITV?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Are you happy about that?
Yeah.
OK.
Because he's an Albion fan.
Thank you very much indeed. I think you made that point quite clear. Paul's in Redditch. Morning, Paul.
Morning, Ian.
You've called in to stick up for Ant and Dec?
No.
Oh.
I am totally the opposite.
Oh.
I can't stand the blokes.
Right.
And my reason is different to other listeners. Anybody that is responsible for the mass murder of insects is totally down in my book. It affects the ecosystem, and they have no respect other than earning money.
Right.
You might find that bizarre, but that's what I believe.
But it's just insect. Do you not kill spiders and things?
No.
Because I do.
No, what I do is if I see a spider in my house, I build an aquarium for it and let it live happy until it passes away.
You build an aquarium?
Yep.
How many?
A small aquarium.
Well, how many aquariums have you got?
I've got about 15 at the moment. But I'm hoping that when the summer comes, more of our insect friends will come out. I like them as company.
What? How big are the aquariums?
About a foot by a foot.
OK. Because it could be argued, Paul, that you've got your own little Guantanamo Bay for spiders and that it's cruel.
No, because I let them roam free in the day and...
Then they come back to bed at night?
No, I know where to find them. Because as soon as I see a web, I put them... Each insect's got its own identity. Some people think I'm mad, but I'm not.
Yeah, no, I'm sure some people do.
You know, anybody that... I haven't done very well in terms of girlfriends. I've been on dating sites, and as soon as I put my interest down, keeping venomous insects, I don't get many replies.
OK. So, but the spiders that are roaming around your house aren't venomous, are they?
No, I don't think there is a spider in the UK. There is when they're my friends.
Yeah, well, and do you give them names?
Yep, George, because I was the guy that rung him last week defending George when he said he was gay.
Yeah.
OK. I've got Nicholas.
And who's Nicholas named after?
He's one of the long-legged spiders.
Yes, sir.
Nicholas Holmes is who I've named him after.
OK, I don't know.
Churchill, because he's a battler.
Yeah.
He'll get through anything.
He's an alcoholic. No.
But it gets quite lonely because not many people visit me.
Do you think the fact that you've got 15 spiders in handmade aquariums, you let them roam free and then you collect them at night and put them to bed, do you think, Paul, that maybe that's why you've not got many visitors?
No, I think it's because people don't understand insects have a life as well.
Yeah.
And they should be respected and treated with dignity and respect.
What about flies?
Well, if I can catch them, I'll feed them to the insects.
Hey, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. So you're torturing and murdering flies. What haven't they got feelings?
Not when they're eaten by the spiders. No, there's no feeling left, is there?
Well, no, because they've been eaten.
Yeah, but what I tend to do is collect them off car window screens.
What, dead ones?
Yes.
Okay, so you.
And people find that quite bizarre, but
Yeah.
I find it very, very therapeutic.
Okay.
Yep.
What's your favourite insect, and what's your least favourite insect?
I would say my favourite insect is the sea snake, which is the deadliest.
Well, hang on, that's not. Is that an insect?
No, sorry, it's a reptile.
I'm very specific, Paul. Reptiles are not part of the equation.
I apologise. I'm not.
Apology accepted.
I'm not as quick as you, unfortunately.
That's okay. No, not many people are.
My favourite insect is probably black widow.
Right. Okay.
Because they can be quite useful at times if people that you don't wish to visit you, you get them out and the same as.
Right.
The same as scorpions.
Yeah.
They're another one.
Again, not insects, Paul. I'm really going to be specific on this.
No, I had a bad schooling, to be quite honest with you. It's probably resulted in why I struggle to understand what anything is. Sometimes I don't even know what my name is when I wake up. The only joy I have is basically listening to your show.
That's terrifying.
And that makes me feel sane.
Wow.
I'm not being rude.
No, no, you're not. Go and have a lie down, Paul, and a cup of tea. 03453 009956. Guys, anyone? Mohammed, we'll speak to you after this. Listen, why the bull in the bull ring is maybe wonderful. It's not up there with the Statue of Liberty or Michelangelo's David, is it? No, of course not. Well, according to some, I don't know, people, it is. 03453 009956. The top 10 pieces of public art. Trafalgar Square Lines is at number 6. The Statue of Liberty is at number 4. Michelangelo's David is at number 2. So where's the bull is at number 8. It's at number 8. That's incredible. Number 7, it's Winston Churchill in Parliament Square, and at number 9, it's Stanley Matthews statue, the Britannia Stadium, Stoke-on. You're having a laugh, aren't you, Mohammed?
What's that?
Well, you're not listening. Do people...
Yeah, I'm listening.
OK, well, in response to the bull...
Yeah.
Being in the top 10 pieces of public art in the world...
Yeah.
What is your response to that?
I'm not really into art.
Blimey, OK.
So, I don't know. I wouldn't really picture Stanley Matthews as one of my favourites.
Stanley Matthews is a football man, is it?
Yeah.
OK.
He played for Stoke City and Blackpool and...
Have you phoned up to slag off Ant and Dec as well?
No,
I like
did.
Ant and Dec. I don't see what the
you
problem
like
is.
Ant and Dec. Now that you got me onto him, I like Ant and Dec as much as I like Aston Villa.
Again, it's a football reference, Mohammed. You're going to have to walk me through this one. I'm guessing you don't like Aston Villa?
I do not like Aston Villa.
my favourite out of Ant and Dec is Dec.
Which one's that?
He's the cute one.
Not the blondie one.
What? I don't...
The one who's got that slappable face, like.
They've both got slappable faces, and I don't think there is a blondie one. Dec is the one...
I don't know. The one who looks the youngest out the two.
That's the fella, Dec.
Yeah.
I prefer Dec. I like both of them. I probably have a better time with Ant. But
I'm only a little guy myself, like, you know, but if I bumped into him, I'd be tempted to slap his face. He's just got that... I don't like them. They're horrible. I can't stand it. The minute they come on the television, I've got to turn them off.
Mohammed.
Anyway, you know
Mohammed.
Yeah.
Well, what about your Muslim principles of peace and love, and that you're saying you want to slap a man-child?
I said I feel like I could slap his face.
Okay,
I didn't say I would.
You have a little
slap
pray
his
up,
face.
and that takes away the anger. Okay,
of
good
course,
lad.
yeah.
Good lad. There we go.
Hey, I was just walking past a lovely lady while you were talking to that guy about the spider.
You're being very un-Islam today.
Pardon?
You're lovely ladies and slapping people. What's going on, Mohammed?
She was a lovely-looking lady. What's wrong with that?
Okay, well...
And I was walking past, and she looked at me and smiled, and I was killing myself laughing, you see. She thought I was around the twist. I'm on the phone, and I said, it's all right. I'm listening to a radio station. And she looked at me, and I said, no, they're talking. And I was about to say, do you want to have a listen to this?
Mohammed, you've not started drinking again, have you?
Me? No, I'm just happy.
I've never heard you so happy. You're normally one of the most miserable callers there is. This is wonderful.
I'm very happy. I'm even standing on the street and I missed 2 buses while I've been waiting to talk.
Why are you so happy, Mohammed? This is great. Share it with everyone. Come on.
Oh, it's, I just am happy. It's life. I went to the mosque this morning and...
So you had a little pray up, and you feel touched by God in the good way.
No, I read with some people and children and things like that, and my reading is not as even up to the 5-year-olds yet. Like
in Arabic.
Yeah.
Yeah, blimey. Yeah, I bet. That's languages that have completely different alphabets. Fascinate me. I learned Japanese for a little while, and I could read. They've got 3 alphabets. There are 2 that have got, I think, 47 characters, and 1 that's got about 150,000 characters.
I think I only know 2 words of Japanese.
Are they rude?
Yeah, I only know a couple of words. Two words of Japanese.
Go on.
Konnichiwa.
Yep.
And you can use that, but after 12 o'clock.
Yep. Hey.
Because they're not very good on greeting people, the Japanese. They just bow, don't they?
Here we go. Koriwa dari no kasa desu ka?
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Ohayou gozaimasu. That's good morning, isn't it? Or good day. I can never remember.
There's another bus coming. I can't miss this one. I've got to get on this bus.
All right, well, get on the bus then.
Yeah, it's coming now.
Yeah. Okay.
It's free, by the way.
Sorry?
Everybody can complain about this. It's free for me.
Okay, well,
If I can find my pass.
can we hear you getting on the bus?
Yeah, can you hear it now? Yeah. Yeah, it's quite full.
Okay, well, that's Mohammed. That's great. You wanted to say who the worst drivers were?
Women.
Say that sentence.
Women.
Say the whole sentence.
Women are the worst drivers. I'm on a bus.
What makes you think that, Mohammed?
You ever been in the car with my sister?
Well, no, your sister could be one of the worst drivers. My wife is a better driver than me.
You see all sorts of things when you're walking, you know. I mean, I was walking down the road the other day and the car it's slow-moving traffic along Belgrade Middleway. And there was this girl, she'd got a drink in one hand, a glass of milk or whatever it was in a carton. She got a burger in the other hand.
Hang on, a glass of milk?
A carton of milk.
Right. Really?
In one hand. A burger on her lap, which she kept picking up and trying to eat the burger while she was steering the car with her finger.
Yeah.
Well, that's not very good, is it?
Well,
and then you got these ones
did she crash?
Who they put the makeup on. They put the makeup on in the mirror while they're driving.
Yeah,
they can't park a car. They can't park a car.
Right, oh, blimey. Yeah, but
have you ever seen a woman trying to park a car?
Yes, I have.
They're not very good, are they?
Well, my wife isn't, but some people are. But I've seen blokes having use electric razors when they're driving.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well,
Mohammed, you should go to Saudi. Women aren't allowed to drive there.
I know. Have you heard the record on YouTube about that?
No.
It's like.
Is it another joke I've got to apologise for?
No. It's like it's done in a Bob Marley way, like no woman, no drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. What has got into Mohammed? He's normally always like your calls, boss. But giddy is the right word, Joe. He's normally a miserable old get. 03453 009956 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Rob? Oh, Ahmed's back. Right, stay there. We'll come to you in a little bit. 03453 009956 is the telephone number. What have you snapped off? What have you glued on? Am I the only person that thinks Ant and Dec are all right? I think that they bring the most they bring colour and life to the most tepid shows. Why? Because it looks like they're enjoying themselves. Now I know Dermot, I know Vernon a little bit, and they're wonderful people, but they're very grey, aren't they? They're very grey. Ant and Dec look like they cannot believe that they're there presenting a primetime television show. 03453 009956. Can we get a bit of Ant and Dec love, please? Not like that. Let's get the travel news. Here's Liz.
I think they're quite good for the record as well.
Thank you. And what a record it's turning out to be.
On the roads, it's not too bad on the whole, actually. Wednesbury Marketplace is still shut. Police dealing with an incident at Wood Green Road. Busy in Birmingham on Hagley Road, the A456, approaching Five Ways Island. It's not too bad for the moment through Kings Heath, around Addison Road and along the A435. You'll find it's looking a little bit busy as you head through along Soho Road in Handsworth once again. There seems to be some slight congestion there. On public transport, still delays of 20 minutes between Birmingham New Street and Reading, and this is because of an ongoing signalling issue in the Didcot Parkway area. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 Travel 0330 123 3550.
Every time there's a bit of snow, everything comes to a standstill.
First train was cancelled or delayed, very busy.
Night and day with spreaders of salt.
Make BBC WM 95.6 your shortcut to fast and accurate information for snow forecasts, travel updates and school closures.
Lows of -1 Celsius, 30 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ice, snow, wind and rain. It's all coming in our direction.
Get the 5-day forecast online at bbc.co.uk/WM.
Ahmed, where did you go, mate?
Where did I go? I'm working, mate. I'm a cab driver. And believe you me, I'm into Edgbaston Street now trying to get myself some fish.
Nice bit of fish, eh? Everyone's obsessed with
What's
fish.
up with Mohammed? Mohammed is pissed, isn't he? I've never seen him like that.
That's a yellow card. No, I don't think he is, but he's full of the joys of life. Well done to him.
Oh, good for him, for him. Unfortunately, he's jumping on a bus. He should have come into my cab.
My cabs are very expensive.
I know.
And also, you cab drivers, quite often you don't know where you're going.
Oh, man, you come into my cab. I'm proud of being a cab driver. I've been doing it for 30 years.
Yeah.
No, nobody's 100%. I'm not bragging, but I'll tell you one thing. I have no problem. What? I seem to get on with the customers.
Here's the thing. If I get
I know where I'm going. It's the people nowadays, the people depending on tom-toms.
On tom-toms? Here's the thing. If I get in your cab, are you going to talk to me?
I talk to my customers, I think 90%. And
I'm out of the cab. Then I'm sorry. Yeah. Stop the cab. I'm getting out.
Why?
I don't want to talk to you. I mean, I want to talk to you now.
Hang on. Yeah. You got me wrong. I only talk to people if they're willing to talk. I always wait for my customer to start the conversation, yeah? Somebody gets up and they say, oh, it's cold, isn't it? And you got to say, oh, yeah, it is cold. The next thing I might say, where are you going to? Are you going to London? Manchester, say London.
Right, okay, right. I'm going to get in your... Right, I'm in your taxi!
Come in, sir. Where are you going to?
Yeah, can you take me to the mailbox, please?
Yeah, sure. Where are you going from? Mailbox from Hyatt. I probably will talk to you.
You're talking to me now! You're talking to me now! You've started a conversation.
Okay, sir. You're going to the mailbox. Thank you very much. Yeah. Let's go.
Could you... Why?
Then you... Quiet in my cab. I don't believe that. I don't believe what you're saying. You're going to keep quiet in my cab.
Yes, I am going to keep... You... No. I can't... Turns out I can't get a blooming word in edgeways. Why? Okay, cabby, why are you laughing like a lunatic?
I'm not laughing because you make me laugh. This is a different subject now. When you're in my cab, I'm not going to laugh.
I don't like
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, whatever. Then, if you want to come...
I want to go to the mailbox, driver. I want to go to the mailbox, and I do not want to talk to you, Drive.
Don't call me Drive, please.
He's answering back. Well, but you're answering back. Just drive.
You know, that's something really kills me. I hate people call me Drive, and they'll make sure, when they pay you the taxi fare, they say, hey, Drive, have a good day, Drive. And my God, that's really, I hate that word Drive. They don't say driver. They say, Drive.
We've arrived at the mailbox, and if I'm honest, that is the worst journey I've ever had. You didn't shut up for 1 minute. I'm not giving you a tip, and I want a receipt. Drive.
You can have a receipt, sir, and I don't depend on tips because I'm happy.
You're still talking to me, Drive. Just write the receipt. Have you got an ornate, decorated, bejewelled box of tissues in the back?
Not in the back. No, why?
Well, where is it?
Some tissues in the cab in front. You want some tissues? I've got some tissues, but I don't have to carry that. But
But is it?
What kind of
flipping it.
What kind of taxis you've been travelling?
Is it? I tell you how I can. Shall I tell you how I can soothe the situation? Shall I soothe the situation between us, Drive?
Yes, sir.
Perdesi janana hai, mujhe chole ke. Has that calmed the situation down, Drive?
No. Can I say a few words now?
What now? Okay, right. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, because here you're talking to a professional taxi driver, not some cowboys. You understand?
No.
I give best service.
Yeah, you give a very talkative service.
I'm sure. Yeah, of course. I'm sure. Ask Danny Kelly. He has used my cab. Yeah. He got no complaints. He still calls me when he needs a cab. Right. So if I was doing something wrong, why is he calling me?
Who's calling you?
Danny Kelly.
Danny Kelly. Danny Kelly hasn't got. Danny Kelly is a dodge pot. I'm guessing that you give him discounts for cash.
Next time Mohammed call, ask him if he's going to sit in my cab. I'll give Mohammed discount.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cut you off now.
You take care, man.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Imagine being in the back of a car with him.
I met her in the club down in Old Soho, where you drink champagne and it tastes just like cherry cola. C-O-L-A cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her her name and in a dark brown voice she said Lola. L-O-L-A Lola. La-la-la-la-la-la.
She squeezed me tight, she nearly broke my spine. Oh my Lola, la 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 Lola. Well, I'm not dumb, but I can't understand why she walked like a woman but talked like a man. Oh my Lola, la 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 Lola, la 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 Lola. Well, we drank champagne and danced all night under electric candlelight. She picked me up and snapped me on her knee. Said, "Little boy, won't you come on with me?" Well, I'm not the world's most passionate guy, but when I looked in her eyes, well, I almost fell for my Lola. La 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 la. I pushed her away. I walked to the door. I fell to the floor. I got down on my knees. I looked at her and she at me. That's the way that I wanted to stay, and I always wanted to be that way for my Lola. La 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 la. Girls will be boys and boys will be girls. It's a mixed up, muddled up, shook up world. Except my Lola. La 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 la. Well, I left home just a week before, and I'd never ever kissed a woman before. But Lola smiled and took me by the hand and said, "Little boy, gonna make you a man." Well, I'm not the world's most masculine man, but I know what I am, and I'm glad I'm a man. So is Lola. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Going through a massive Kinks thing at the moment. I went and saw the Kinks musical, so I was off a couple of weeks ago. Oh, it's good. Easily the best song about a transvestite. Easily. Well, no. What's this, Rob? If this is the best song about a transvestite, what would song number 2 be? Rob?
Hello?
Hello, Rob. What would song number 2 be?
2 be what?
I mean, right. If that's the best song about a transvestite, yeah? What would the second best song be?
Couldn't tell you, mate.
Okay. It would, of course, be Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed.
Ah, right.
Okay. Rob, what have you got for us?
Well, you're talking about rating things today.
Yes,
so...
we've ranked the Beatles. We're ranking drivers. What would you like to rank?
Right, OK then. Here we go, mate. Brown sauce over red sauce on a bacon butty. Red sauce on chips, got to be. Germans over the French. Adidas over Nike. And Goldberg, Frank C. Kelly, and then yourself.
Whoa, hang on a second, Rob. You put brown sauce on a bacon sausage sandwich? Are you insane?
No, that's the rule, mate.
No, mate. The rule is that brown sauce is used by Scottish people and idiots.
No, mate.
Brown sauce is flipping horrible.
Quality brown sauce on a bacon butty any day.
No. You got to have Tommy K, mate.
No.
Hang on a second. Just go back to the ranking of presenters at BBC WM 95.6.
Goldberg.
Yep.
Frank C.
I'll give you Goldberg. Right, number 1. Frank C. Okay, yeah.
Danny Kelly.
Oh, Rob, now I know you're joking.
And then Mr. Lee.
Wowzers.
Anyway, spaceman.
Yes.
What do you do if you see a spaceman?
Oh, God. What? I don't know. Go on.
Parking it.
Joe, is it you or Bernie that's responsible for these callers this morning? Whose fault is it?
I think it's a joint effort.
Okay, Rob. Rob. Okay, listen. We're talking about ranking things. The Bull in Birmingham's Bull Ring.
Yes.
It's number 8 in the list of the top 10 pieces of public art in the world.
Put together by who?
Well, this is the thing. I don't know. Is it put together by the Bull Appreciation Society? Because it's up there with the Statue of Liberty. I'm just looking to see if it says it is. It's up there with the Statue of Liberty and Michelangelo's David.
In the top 10, what's below it?
Right, at number 9, it's the Stanley Matthews statue in Stoke-on-Trent. And at number 7, it's Winston Churchill in Parliament Square, London.
Yeah, I think it stands above them too.
Number 10 is Conversation à Nice in France. I don't count. Rob, good to talk to you. Oh, by the way, Ant and Dec.
Oh, yeah, Ant and Dec. They're top dollar, and I think they're the best what we've got at the moment.
I think they're brilliant, Ant and Dec. Why is there so much hatred for them?
Jealousy, perhaps?
That's it, Rob. It's jealousy. It's jealousy. Well, one of them's going bald, and they're both tiny, so, you know, there's not that much to be jealous about, is there, really? 03453 009956. I've got a couple of texts here. Iain, our royal family have always brown-nosed around the Saudis, says Julia in Tividale. They do not pick their friends very carefully. Look at Andrew. Prince Andrew. They will go where there is plenty of money and where they can get a freebie. Well, yeah, I suppose so. 03453 009956. So far we've talked about Charlie Chaplin not being funny. When can you speak ill of the dead? Adrian Chiles. We've talked about King Abdullah. We've asked what have you snapped off and what have you glued back together. We've ranked the Beatles. We've argued about Ant and Dec. I think we've pretty much... I mean, you can call in about any of those things if you want. 03453 009956. Coming up, we've got nipples. I can't remember what that's in reference to. I can't remember. I've just written it down. What have you found in your food? Oh, haggis. I love a bit of haggis. Oh, a nice bit of haggis. Haggis is illegal in America. It's weird, isn't it? And so a Kinder Surprise. And we'll talk about all those exciting TV debates. It just gets more and more complicated, doesn't it? 03453 009956.
The voice of Birmingham and the Black Country.
BBC WM 95.6.
It's 11 o'clock. Let's get the news. Here's Nicole Pullman.
David Cameron and Prince Charles are among a number of world leaders and dignitaries who are travelling to Saudi Arabia to pay the respects following the death of King Abdullah. They'll join the French President François Hollande and the US Vice President Joe Biden at an official ceremony. But the former Conservative MP Louise Mensch thinks it's wrong to honour a man she describes as a despot ruling over a brutal regime.
Even if they were genuinely an ally in the war on terror, which they most certainly are not, it would not change the fact that it is unacceptable to treat women like second-class citizens, like slaves and like property, to execute people for being gay, to behead people for so-called witchcraft. Either we stand for something or we don't.
A man has died after he was attacked with a machete outside a pub in Gloucestershire. The 19-year-old was involved in a fight near the Pike and Musket pub in Tuffley just after midnight. 2 other men, aged 18 and 22, were injured. Police have launched a murder investigation. Today marks the 50th anniversary of the death of Sir Winston Churchill. He was 90 and had served twice as Prime Minister, including leading Britain to a successful outcome of the Second World War. And a campaign to restore a memorial to Sir Winston Churchill in Dudley has been given a huge boost. It's been given official backing now by Dudley Council, meaning that a bid can be put into the National Lottery for £100,000. The original memorial consisted of 17 stained glass panels and stretched across the Churchill precinct, but it had to be removed after damage caused by vandals and weather. Dudley MP Iain Austin is the man driving the campaign.
I mean, this is about teaching the next generation, enabling them to learn about Britain and its history in the way that that mural inspired me as a child in Dudley. Get local schools involved in this project, doing history projects around it. We want to get local glass students at, the Ruskin College or Dudley College. So we want this to be a big community project, something that, that'll last for generations in Dudley to come.
Birmingham City play West Bromwich Albion in an FA Cup derby at St Andrews today. It's the first time the sides have met in the FA Cup since 1968. Dale and Kelly Brooks are from Oldbury. They're married. Dale supports the Baggies. Kelly is a Blues fan.
We're going separate. Dale's going with the Baggies fans on the coach, and I'm going with my mum and sister.
She's come to a couple of Albion games, and I've gone to a couple of Birmingham games. We have kind of got a soft spot, but obviously when we play each other, that goes out the window completely.
And we'll have exclusive FM commentary from St Andrews here on BBC WM 95.6. The build-up starts on early kick-off from 12. The weather cold but dry today with plenty of winter sunshine and a top temperature of 5 Celsius, 41 Fahrenheit. Tonight cloudy but with the risk of frost by morning. A minimum temperature tonight 2 Celsius, 36 Fahrenheit. BBC WM 95.6 News. There's more online at bbc.co.uk/WM.
The Voice. The Voice. The Voice. The Voice of Birmingham and the Black Country.
You should take in other religions and treat them as you would want to be treated yourself.
We are even more intelligent. They treated me with the utmost respect.
Iain Lee, Saturdays
9 till 12.
BBC WM 95.6.
What's wrong with Ant and Dec?
Have your say.
Across the West Midlands, call
03453 00
9956.
BBC WM 95.6.
That's pretty much. I'm genuinely confused by everyone's hatred for Ant and Dec. I thought the nation. Is it jealousy? Is it jealousy? I'm old enough to remember PJ and Duncan. Which one went blind, Joe? One of them was blind.
It was PJ.
Okay, so PJ was Ant.
Yeah.
Duncan was Dec.
Yeah.
Because they had that
paintballing accident.
Paintballing accident sent him blind.
Didn't Duncan shoot PJ?
I hope so. Was it Spuggy?
Spuggy?
Because PJ and Duncan had this brave thing where they had a successful career as PJ and Duncan, and then they left Baker Grove. And they were still PJ and they had a couple of hits as PJ and Duncan. And then they made the brave decision to ditch the PJ and the Duncan and go for the Ant and Dec. And it could have all gone pear-shaped.
But it paid off.
It paid off.
Big time.
Keith, have you got beef with Ant and Dec?
I haven't got a problem with them. I take them or leave them.
See, I think that they bring... let's be honest, the Jungle programme would have died a long time ago if it hadn't been them presenting it.
Well, you're dead right there, but I don't like the Jungle programme, but I think you're dead right there, Ian. If it hadn't been for somebody comical like Ant and Dec, the Jungle, it just wouldn't have been, I don't think. I mean, they have put a bit of life into it.
Yeah. Well, they've only had one dud, and that was that Red or Black.
Well, yeah, that's true. To be fair, on their Saturday night show, I don't watch them much, but I don't dislike them, to be honest with you.
If you think of any programme, and I don't really watch TV much anymore anyway, but any programme would be improved by having Ant and Dec. Imagine Ant and Dec hosting Strictly.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Liven it up, wouldn't it?
Imagine Ant and Dec. You got Ant hosting Countdown and Dec's in Dictionary Corner.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, on the
Great British Bake Off, the one show, any programme would be improved by Ant and Dec. The news, it'd be brilliant.
Well, I mean, even the lottery.
The lottery with Ant and Dec would be brilliant.
Well, they've done a bit on certain things, haven't they? I mean,
they've done a bit on certain
things. Can I just say something here?
Yeah, sure.
Getting away from
please do.
Ant and Dec a minute. Black cab drivers in Birmingham.
Yeah.
I find most of them are good lads. because I use a wheelchair now, and we have to use the black cabs a lot because I can't transfer really easily.
Yeah.
And a lot of the black cabs, you've got one or two who avoid carrying wheelchairs, and it's a bit naughty.
A little bit naughty.
Which I've took up with when Bruce Lyons was vice chairman of the licensing committee. I took that up with Bruce.
Yeah.
Also, Ahmed, who phones up regular, he goes mad about it on the radio because he says, it's a bit out of order.
Yeah,
but
sometimes,
the
though...
majority of the drivers are cracking.
Yeah.
They're good lads.
Sometimes, though, those wheelchairs, they can be a pain, can't they?
Well, yeah, I think, you see, the problem is as well, a lot of the cabs aren't really built for wheelchairs.
No.
They carry wheelchairs.
Yeah.
But to be fair, when they designed some of the cabs, some of the very old cabs, and we've got one or two still around, the FX4s, you ought to get an average-sized wheelchair into one of them because they weren't designed for it. I mean, you think back years ago, buses weren't designed for wheelchairs.
Hey, one of my favourite things, right, is being on a bus and there's someone at the bus stop who wants to get on with the wheelchair, right?
Yeah.
Because what the buses have to do, certainly where I live, is they have to get up really close to the pavement,
Yeah.
lower the bus down...
That's it.
And then a ramp comes out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From where you would normally exit.
Yeah,
and
drop the ramp
the
off.
number of bus drivers that can't do it.
Oh, no.
And I love it. You can be sat there for about 5 or 10 minutes while they're trying to line it up. And I've had this, where the bus drivers got out and said to the fella in the wheelchair, I'm sorry, mate, I can't do it. And they've had to leave them there.
In actual fact, I know in London the ramp shoots out. In Birmingham, a lot of them have got the ramp, it comes out on an hinge. And the ramps do get stuck in the floor, and the lads have trouble getting them out. But
yes.
I will say this: I've never been in a situation. I mean, he couldn't get the ramp down one day, and he said, "Come on, let's lift your wheelchair." We got it down as low as he could, and he helped me on. I mean, a lot of the bus drivers are good as well.
Yeah. Keith, does Carol offer much help?
Yes, oh golly, she does indeed.
Are you sure? Does she do enough, Keith? Because if she doesn't, I'm happy to have a word with her and make sure she does a bit more.
She's a wonderful lady.
Yeah.
And hang on, I think she's in the shower at the minute.
Hey.
But, Carol, are you in the shower? Come and talk to Iain. You have a chat with
I'm going to make sure she treats you right, Keith.
She's a wonderful lady. I've been married to her so many years now.
If she's not pulling her weight, though, I'm going to have a word with her. Let me speak
she's wonderful.
to her. Hang on a minute.
Hang on, she's picking the phone up now.
All
Iain.
right.
Hello,
All right, Carol.
Yes,
Carol, could you do me a favour? Are you naked?
Well, what's that, mate?
you got no... Are you just come out the shower?
Yeah, I've put a covering on, so you're all right.
Okay, well, if you want to let it slip during the phone call, Carol, then that is...
No,
Listen, I'll be honest.
I've got towels that round me.
Carol.
Wrap over.
Carol,
yes, go on.
You could do so much better than Keith. He sounds like a right pain in the bum. Dump him. You haven't got to worry about getting his wheelchair on buses. He sounds like a right miserable old grumpy so-and-so. You could do... The things he was saying about you, Carol, was disgusting.
Oh, was it really?
You could do so much better.
Actually, we've been married for 47 years this year.
It's time to move on.
And
what's that noise, Carol? What are you doing?
Well, what it is...
I'm getting worried now.
Well, let me explain to you. We've got the workmen outside on the path. He's putting a new path down because...
wheelchair.
It's a wheelchair access.
But what's the buzzing noise?
Well, that's the drilling. They're drilling they're drilling the old path out in the front garden, at the front garden, front entrance.
Are you having? He's drilling at your back entrance, is he right?
It's the front entrance. That's the main entrance to the front door.
Okay, thank you very much.
At one level.
Yes, thank you. Are you walking around naked, Carol, just so that you might get a discount from the builders?
Well, I'm sitting down half naked. If you really want to know the truth.
Oh, flipping heck! It's like, what's that film where she crosses her legs?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me.
You're doing a bit of a Basic Instinct.
Oh, no.
Okay, good. Well, Carol, Keith, listen, it's good to talk to you. You're both very good sports. And swingers, by the sound of it, as well. Doreen. Good morning, Doreen.
Good morning, Iain.
Good morning, Doreen.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm alive.
Lovely day today. I know you can't see in there, but the sun's shining lovely.
Good. Well, it's about... is it cold, though? Because it was half cold this morning.
It's as cold as it was yesterday.
Yeah, OK, good.
Anyway, you said about Charlie Chaplin didn't make you laugh.
Not funny.
I didn't think he was that hilarious.
No.
But you said about Lola and Hardy. I'd say an equal to Lola Hardy was Will Hay.
He used to play... Didn't he play like...
Mr. Porter and the Ghost Train. I don't know why they don't show these. I bet the kids would go hysterical with these.
Didn't he used to play... Was he a teacher?
Yeah, he was a teacher in some, but in the Ghost Train, they got a railway station, you know, and they got the washing tied to the...
I remember that.
You know, the signals.
Wasn't he a little bit like another unfunny man, Norman Wisdom?
Yeah, but
he was terrible, wasn't he?
I think he was better than Norman Wisdom. I think the little old man that was in it, even the not just Willie himself, but the others was funny. I think they were hilarious.
Who was the fella?
Pardon?
Hello?
Yeah, there used to be a little fella who was behind the desk in the...
Who was the fella that used to dress up as a woman?
Oh, I know who you mean. And he did... oh, God.
He was like... what was his name? And he played a woman a lot. Didn't he play a headmistress or something?
Oh, I know who you mean. That was in the St. Trinians, I think.
In the St. Trinians films, which were weird.
That wasn't Willie.
No, but it was... Who was the fella that played the headmistress in the St. Trinians films?
I can't remember. It wasn't Alec Guinness, was
No, it wasn't. Mike?
Yes?
Who was the fella that played the woman in the headmistress in the St. Trinians films?
I know who you mean.
Yeah.
Blind-faced. Yeah, I can't think of his name.
It wasn't one out the carry-on films, was he?
No, I don't think he did any carry-on films.
He was in the old Mother Riley. Was it the old Mother Riley chap who played old Mother Riley?
It might have been.
No, it wasn't Duncan Michelle.
He was the fella that was... 03453 009956. He was the fella that was in that film where... Didn't he play like 7 different people and they were all they all had to be killed off so that someone could get the inheritance?
Yeah.
You're
not thinking of Charlie's aunt, are you?
No. Hang on. Jill's calling. Put Jill through. Jill will know.
Changing his clothes.
Jill will know. Oh, this is frustrating me now. Hang on. Jill?
Yes?
Who is it we're thinking of?
Alistair Sim.
Alistair Sim!
Yeah, that's right.
Alistair Sim! And what's the film, Jill?
7 people. Alistair Sim was the headmistress in St. Trinians.
And what was the film with the inheritance?
Yeah, the one where he played the 7 characters, that was Dennis somebody else.
Oh, so that wasn't Alistair Sim?
No, that wasn't Alistair Sim.
Oh, blimey.
That was a lady who played the headmistress.
That was Alec Guinness, who played the 7 characters.
Right, you're right.
I said it was Alec.
Hang on, Mike, say that again.
There was a well-known lady actress who played the headmistress in St. Trinians.
The headmistress was Alistair Sim. You're thinking of Joyce Grenfell.
Yeah.
No.
Alistair, the headmistress was played by a bloke, Mike.
Oh, I'll stand corrected.
Right. Jill, bless you. Thank you very much. Did you have anything else to say, Jill?
Not a loss. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. There you go, you see. Doreen and Mike, that's a quality call.
Yes, that was a quality call.
She was good, wasn't she?
I'm not too keen on Ant and Dec. I can take them or leave them, but I don't think they're as funny as... To me, they're all right, but I wouldn't go overboard.
Doreen, it's nice to talk to you.
I'll tell you who I think's good.
Yeah.
The chap that does the chase. Bradley Wolfe.
Oh, flippin' heck, Doreen, thank you. Mike, stay there. I'll come to you after this. This being the Travel News with Liz Saul.
Thank you, Ian. As you make your way into Birmingham, Hagley Road is looking busy, the A456, as you head past Monument Road and towards Five Ways Island. Round Great Bars started to snarl up a bit on Queslett Road at its junction with the A34 at the Scott Arms traffic lights. Better news in Wednesbury, Marketplace has reopened. Police have finished their investigations into that incident around the junction with Wood Green Road. Still delays on train services between Birmingham New Street and Reading because of a signalling problem. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 travel 0330 123 3550.
The FA Cup is back on the BBC.
It's got to go in, has it gone in? Referee says yes, it's Thomas with his second, Birmingham City's third.
Nearly 4 years since their last meeting.
Hear exclusive FM commentary of Birmingham City versus West Bromwich Albion in the FA Cup 4th round.
Berahino makes it 7 with another sumptuous finish.
Join early kick-off for all the build-up live from St Andrews today from 12.
The station for commentary this season.
BBC WM 95.6.
See, you talk about weird films. I was thinking about this last night. The St Trinians films were weird because it was schoolgirls. but like sexy schoolgirls in stockings and suzzies. And when you're a kid watching it, you think, oh, yeah, they're like sexy sixth formers and fifth formers. Then when you're a 41-year-old bloke and you think back to it, you think, those girls were supposed to be like 14, 15 years old, and they were being portrayed as really hot sex bombs. They were weird, weren't they, Mike?
Yeah, I think it was just to sell the film, really, wasn't it?
It was all stockings and suzzies. And then they tried to remake it a couple of years ago with Russell Brand and one of the... Rupert Everett, I think, was in it. Yeah, you're right, Joe. And one of the Girls Aloud, Sarah. That was it, yeah. Weird idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mike, what have you got for us?
I was ringing about you talking about statues and sculpture. I think one of the best sculptures in the Midlands is the National Arboretum, where you've got the stretcher being carried across the front.
Oh, do you know what? I was going past the National Arboretum last week, I think, and yeah, I know exactly the one you mean. That's better than the bull, isn't it?
It's better than the bull, and I can tell you one or two others as well.
Go on then, Mike. I'm a big fan of statues because it's weird, isn't it? We are statue blind. We walk past them all the time, and we never really notice them.
No, other ones I would suggest is the relief on the embankment for the Battle of Britain.
Oh, I don't know that one.
By Westminster Bridge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, St Pancras Station, the Lovers, and what's that chap, the poet, Betjeman?
Betjeman, yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's a relief down there. There's a chap saying goodbye to his girlfriend on the station, and she's leaning over his shoulder on the mobile phone.
But none of these are as good as the Statue of Liberty or Michelangelo's David.
I've seen the Statue of Liberty, and it was all right. I've seen it, and that's it, you know.
It's all right. It's brilliant.
It's okay. No, I think another moving statue. Well, it's the memorial to Bomber Command in Green Park, and that makes your hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say it makes you want to cry, but it makes you think, and that's art. Then
Right,
it makes you think.
Here's the thing. Okay. I think the bull in the bull ring is a little bit naff.
It's a good advertisement thing.
Totally.
It's gone past its sell-by date now.
I think it's a little bit naff, and yet you walk past it. Every time you walk past it, dozens of people having their pictures taken with it.
Yeah, I think when you go around Birmingham now, it makes you proud to be a West Midlander, doesn't it?
What, the bull?
No, the centre of Birmingham.
Oh, yeah, no, the centre of Birmingham's a cracking place. Mike, thank you very much. Susan!
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Susan.
How are you?
Well, I'm very excited.
Are you?
Yes.
Why?
Well, because to discover that you're friends with Françoise Pascal.
Yes.
Who was, for those who don't know, Françoise Pascal was the French star of Mind Your Language, one of the greatest comedies of all time. Can never be shown now, but it was very funny. And she was very, 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 very hot.
She's lovely.
How comes you're friends with her?
I don't know. We're just friends.
Is she still hot?
She's lovely.
So-
François always been lovely, and she's still lovely.
Okay, well, that's...
I don't know why Mind Your Language couldn't be shown today,
Because it's
though.
perceived as being racist. And I don't remember it well enough
No, it
to
wasn't
know...
racist.
I don't remember it being racist.
No, it wasn't racist. It stereotyped people from different parts of Europe, mainly.
I used to like the theme tune.
I can't remember.
It
what
was something like... no, I'm going to sing... I'm going to sing the mothers. Some mothers do have them, but it was something like ba 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 ba.
That's right.
It was, wasn't it? Ba 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 ba. Can we say we got the Mind Your Language theme? Ba 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 ba. That's all I remember.
You see, the difference between comedies then and comedies today is it was very clever writing. And what I find amusing, well, not amusing, annoying, I suppose, is the better word.
Yes, mate.
I mean, I'm a big fan of the 70s comedies.
Most of them were
say they're
rubbish.
unacceptable today.
No, I think the point is most of them just weren't funny.
They were, though, Ian, but the thing is, it was clever writing, they were funny. The comedies today, they're not funny. I mean, 9 times out of 10, they resort to foul language. No, to me, that's not funny.
Well, but 9 times out of 10 in the 70s, they were resorting to racial stereotypes, and to me, that isn't funny.
Well, I think it's probably what you brought up with and the way you take it. I mean, you were just saying that about the St Trinian films and the girls and everything. I mean, you know, people hadn't got the same thoughts about things today. I mean, it's all, when you put the television on, it's all about religion or sex. And they just ram sex down people's throats.
They do what,
today.
Susan?
Sorry?
They do what?
They just ram sex down people's throats today. I mean,
Chance would be a fine
every time
thing.
you put the television on,
Yes.
it's always something it's supposed to be sexy. It wasn't like that then. You just had a smidgen of it now and then, and I think that's...
But the sexualisation of children in those St Trinian films, that's not healthy, is it?
No.
And that's probably part of the problem that
it wasn't sexualisation of children.
It was-
I mean, the people playing those parts are in the 20s.
Yeah, they were in their 20s, but they were playing 15-year-olds in short skirts and stockings and suzzies, weren't they?
Yeah, but everybody just took it for what it was. There wasn't any perversion meant by it. I think if you look at that and you start thinking perverted thoughts, I think you're a pervert anyway. I don't
No,
think
not
you
at all, not at all.
personally.
I don't get this whole school disco thing where it's grown women dressing up as children, but sexy children. I don't get it, and it strikes me as a little bit odd.
Well, no.
And is that part because we're reaping we're seeing now the number of historical abuse allegations that are coming up from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and the culture was different. It was acceptable to present women playing 14, 15-year-old girls in a sexy light.
Yeah, it was. Yes, but St Trinians was a comedy. I mean, there was nothing really naughty in it at all. I mean, probably
They weren't very funny, were they?
The only thing you saw was probably, somebody in the 20s wearing a pair of stockings, and that was it. There was never any sexual content in it.
Anyway, you've called in about Dennis Price.
Yes. The film, if I remember correctly, I know I've got the name of the film right, it was Kind Hearts and Coronets. And I believe it was Dennis Price who played all the different parts in it.
Oh, was that?
And it was one of the best films ever.
Hey, is that the name? Maybe I'm thinking of another film then. Hang on, Dave?
Yeah?
What film am I thinking of then?
No, well, I don't know, but that lady just said about what I rang up for. She's right, it's Kind Hearts and Coronets, where Alec Guinness played 7 parts.
Susan thinks it was Dennis Price playing...
Dennis Price tried to kill them off. Well, he did kill them all off.
Oh, spoiler alert. So, yeah, I think it was Alec Guinness that played them all.
Yeah, no, it's been a long time since I've seen it. Yes, I think he's right.
Definitely was. He played 7 members of the same family. He was in Dennis Price's way to get to be the Duke of whatever. It's brilliant.
That's right. Yeah, he's quite right.
Well, Susan, Dave, I'm glad we sorted that out. 03453 009956. Last 35 minutes of the show, 03453 009956. Alistair Sim, Ant and Dex, St Trinians. Oh, so remind me to talk about silent rugby in a bit. Barry's on the line. Morning, Barry.
Morning, Ian.
What you got for us, Baz?
Yeah, I think Wolf would have been a lot more realistic and credible if Ant had been Henry VIII, right?
Oh, yeah, here we go.
And Deck would have been Thomas Cromwell. And Joe Brand could have took the part of Anne Boleyn.
Here we go, now we're talking. Because Wolf Hall, have you watched this Wolf Hall?
No, but I didn't, because there was something else. Oh, I watched Crime Watch that night,
Because Wolf Hall, right, is being we mentioned this yesterday, it's being heralded as the greatest drama of all time. It looks boring. Where are the guns? Where are the car chases? Where are the drugs? It looks boring.
I know. I won't mind. I did watch the Tudors. Who was that Welsh actor in it? Reef somebody. And I thought that was
Reece Dinsdale.
Yeah.
I don't like period dramas. They're boring.
I don't watch a lot. I didn't watch none of this. I'll tell you what I used to like period drama. That Are You Being Served, My Lord? You know, like the comedy one. Like,
Are You Being Served, My Lord? Right, you've combined two.
What was it? Something like, that.
You Rang, My Lord.
You Rang, My Lord. Yeah,
that's not period drama. That's written by the same people that wrote Heidi High.
Yeah, I know, but I quite enjoy, because I like a bit of silliness. You got a bit. I know it was a bit, what you call it, but it was silly. But I didn't watch this. What's this one on ITV? What everybody raves about?
Broadchurch.
No.
Downton Abbey.
Yeah. I've never watched that.
It looks awful, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Broadchurch is the David Tennant programme where Series 1, it blew everybody's mind, and then it's just come back for a new series, and everyone's gone, phew-y, who did a massive stinker?
I know. I didn't watch the first one neither, but I've not watched this one, but all the writers in the paper, it's giving you a right.
Hey, Barry, you like a good laugh. I'm going to play you a bit of music.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me what this music comes from, OK?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. You know something? You got me. I'm lost. I don't know.
Would you like to hear it again?
No. It sounded like. No, I can't. My memory's a bit what you call it, but no, I can't.
My memory's a bit what you call it. Hang on a minute. Stay there, Rob.
Hi, Ian.
Do you know what that piece of music was?
No, but it was awful.
What? No, it was brilliant. It was a little bit racist, if that helps.
Prisoner cell block H.
No. Barry, thank you for your call. Rob, what you got for us?
Well, Ian, the gentleman who was on before talking about statues.
Oh, yeah.
If he's got any children or grandchildren and they can use smartphones, there's an app now called Tickle, T-I-C-L.
Yes.
And you can download it and you can make trails of blue plaques, statues. I will say, and you'll understand why, I've made tree trail, and I'm actually on my first day of following a tree trail. I'm going to Estonia today.
Hang on a second. I've understood nothing about what you've said. So what do you mean you make a trail of trees?
You take your smartphone, or you can do it on your PC, but take your smartphone. In Birmingham, there is a lovely Birmingham Trees for Life project with Sue Griffiths, who runs it. She has set up paper trails now where you print a leaflet and it guides people around Birmingham's great trees in their parks.
Yeah.
And now there's an app on your phone that you can go and take a photo, kids can do it, and GPS the position, and then you generate a whole tree trail for people to follow on their phone.
What's that thing called? The treasure hunting thing? Is this like geocaching?
Well, you can use it for geocaching. I'm actually a tree hunter, so I'm using it for tree hunting.
And what do you do? You don't kill the trees and cut their heads off, do you?
Well, cutting the head off a tree is called pollarding, and it prolongs its life. But no, if you have a look at thetreehunter.co.uk and press the button for the European Tree of the Year. There's a contest that's Eurovision for trees. And I'm going to visit 14 countries from today, looking at all the old great trees they've got.
What? I'm so... Are you on drugs, Rob? Because I've understood... but by the way, while you've been talking to me, I've downloaded this tickle. I'm going to have a look at it. But I've barely understood a single word you've said.
That's what my wife says.
OK, so you're off to Estonia today to tickle trees?
I'm going to tickle some trees. Yeah, if you have a look at the website or follow me at The Tree Hunter.
Yep.
You'll see an update as I go around Europe. I'm being sponsored for rail travel very kindly to go all around Europe in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
OK, so Rob's getting a free holiday. Rob, thank you. I won't follow you, but only because I don't follow anybody, but thank you. Maybe some of the listeners would like to. He's getting a free holiday. I'm just downloading... I do not want to... no, I don't... Right. I don't know what I've just downloaded, but I've downloaded something. 03453 009956. Here's something, noisy parents and sports fans. No more cheering, rugby parents told. If a wild cheer from the crowd is a sportsman's greatest reward, surely it's the money and girls. Or guys... Then spare a thought for the youngsters of Yorkshire this weekend. I'm always sparing a thought for those guys. In an unprecedented move, rugby bosses have ordered that all youth games have to be played in complete silence. This is brilliant. 03453 009956. The bizarre rule has been introduced in an attempt to improve behaviour on the touchlines after a spate of unsavoury incidents. Officials said that referees are increasingly becoming targets for abuse from aggressive parents during games. Oh, so it's not because of the kids suffering, it's because the referees can't handle the pace. You need to toughen up, refs. You're meant to be shouted at. That's kind of the job, isn't it? The ban will affect spectators, parents and coaches, with only the players on the field permitted to make any noise. Here we go. But as well... What idiot came up with this? But as well as banning shouting and chanting, officials have told spectators they're not even allowed to applaud impressive play on the pitch. Right... Well, if my boy were playing rugby, I would be there. Of course, you'd be cheering him on just because some cowardly referee. Oh, don't make any noise because it upsets me. The Silent Sundays initiative has been approved by the Rugby Football Union, with former Lions coach Sir Iain McGeechan also backing the plan. A letter sent out said some referees are being verbally abused and we are finding it harder to recruit new referees because of this. Well, toughen up, guys. Toughen up, guys. We'll get Daz on in a little bit. We'll get Daz to talk about this. This is all part of it, isn't it? You've got to be tough. You've got to be tough, referees, haven't you? You've got to be tough. Junior players who leave the game have highlighted this pitchside pressure as a reason for giving up. Last year, the Football Association started offering courses to parents caught swearing during children's football matches. The 3-hour sessions included a quiz designed to show parents that they do not know the rules better than the referee. Wendy, this is all part of the game, isn't it?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello there. Was that track Mind Your Language?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Got it.
You win £1,000.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to send you a CD. Be very afraid. I have 82 of these tracks that my friend who's a professional did for me.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
professional
70s
what?
TV tunes, film themes, adverts, jingles. I'm going to post it to you.
Your friend is a professional what?
Well, he does things for, like, retro cafes and things in London. So when you hear the music in the background, he compiles it all for them.
Hang on a minute. What's a retro cafe?
It's like where they serve sausage and mash and it's all 70s decorations and things.
Blimey, that sounds all right, doesn't it?
Yes, so I shall send it to you. And then maybe you can play the odd one and people could have to guess.
Oh, I like a little bit of a quiz.
Yes, indeed.
Wendy, you're very bonkers but very kind. Thank you very much.
So are you.
Ta-ta.
Okay,
Bye-bye. Morning, Roy.
Good morning, Ian. How are you?
By the way, I just have to say, for legal reasons, Wendy will not be receiving £1,000. I'm good. I'm good, thank you, Roy.
What about the speedboat you've got stored in there? No?
Yeah, have a look at what you could have won, Roy.
Right. Listen, Ian, I've got a record for you. You want a number one to beat the one that you've just said.
Sorry?
I can't remember what it was.
I want a number one to beat the one I just said. When did I say that?
You was on about... oh, God, what was it now?
Hello?
It's all right. I've had a brainstorm.
Yeah.
What it is, Ian, you had... the records that you had, and you wanted a number one to beat it or to match it. Was Walk on the Wild Side, was it?
Oh, yeah, about transvestites.
That's it, yeah. Yeah. Well, I've got you a number one.
Go on, then, about transvestites.
YMCA by the Village People.
That's not about...
You can't get no better than that, Ian.
It's not about transvestites.
No, but they are for transvestites that sing it.
No, they're not transvestites. They're homosexuals. No, for goodness sakes. No, it's not. Is it? I thought there were 5 in the Village People. There's the builder, the Indian, the cop, the dentist, and the traffic warden. Is that it?
I think it is, yeah.
The YMCA, it's a gay song. It's a very, very gay song. It's about casual gay sex. It's not about transvestites. And it was specifically, Roy, thank you, I was specifically asking for songs about transvestites, not about casual gay sex.
There's 6.
There's 6 of them?
Yeah.
So, OK, we got the Indian.
Yeah.
We got the builder.
Yeah.
We got the cop.
Yeah.
We got the dentist, the postman,
Hang on,
and the traffic warden.
Whoa.
OK.
Slow down. Start again.
We got the Indian.
Yes.
We got the builder.
Yes.
We got the cop.
Yes.
We got the gardener, we've got the vet, and we've got a postman.
Vet?
Is there not a vet in the Village People?
No.
Was that not the one with the moustache? Dave in Albury might know. I don't know how to work the phone system, otherwise I'd rush Dave through and we'd find out. 03453 009956. We spend the last 22 minutes of the show trying to work out what the roles of the Village People were, apart from being great entertainers. Weren't they, guys? Weren't they? Weren't they the best? I'll tell you what, should we play... let's play a song. I know, let's tell you what, why not? We're talking about them. Let's play the Village People. Not a chance in hell.
Some bottom so that the dancer just won't hide. You might like to hear my organ. I sit right solid right now. Cynthia, Jerry, if I could hear the horns blow, Cynthia on the throne.
03453 009956. Morning, Rislane.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Do you know all of the village people?
No.
Oh, disappointing.
No. I'm sorry, but I'm calling about the music you played earlier.
Oh, yes.
Yes, the Mind Your Language one.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised how people did not recognize that. It's like, and my husband and I, we just love that show. And he's Pakistani and I'm Arab, and we don't see anything racist about it. I just think that people are getting too over the top, politically correct.
I am, this week, Rislane, I'm going to watch 2 episodes of Mind Your Language. I'm guessing they'll be on YouTube somewhere, because I remember as a kid in the 70s, I seem to remember it being LWT, Friday nights about 7:30. I remember absolutely loving it. I remember a really good joke about a Q. He wanted someone to spell a word that started with Q, and the Indian fellow went, Q. He went, yes, a word starting with Q. He said, Q. He said, yeah, a word starting with Q. No, sir, Q. And I remember watching that as a kid and thinking that was hilarious. But I can't remember. But you're saying it wasn't offensive.
Not at all. And like I said, my husband is Pakistani and I'm an Arab. I know that there was no Arab in the show, but they were all foreigners, and I'm one, and it was just hilarious. It was funny. We still watch it. We still put it on YouTube until now, and
Really?
we watch it, and we just love it.
Rislane, you don't sound old enough. You sound about 27.
Oh, thank you very much. 38.
Well, hang on, that's still younger than me by quite a few years. You must have been about 5 when that was on.
I actually never heard of it until I married my husband.
Oh, yeah.
And he's the one who told me about it. And by then, it's, of course, out of the TV.
Yeah.
So we looked for it on YouTube, and we found it, and we started watching it there. And I just love it so much. But I just think it's sad because I was in class one time, and I played a small clip of it regarding ordering coffee.
Yeah.
There was an episode about that.
Yeah.
And actually, the teacher told me that I should be careful not to offend people because I played it.
Are you a teacher? Are you a
ridiculous.
teacher, Rislane?
I was studying to become a teacher, an ESOL teacher. Yes.
Right, and you got told off for playing a bit of that. Isn't that funny?
Yes. Yeah.
Rislane, listen, I appreciate your call from wherever it is that's echoing so much. Right, this is my project this week, and I will report back next week. 2 episodes of Mind Your Language to find out, A, is it funny? Does it stand the test of time? And B, is it offensive? Let's get the travel news. Here's Liz.
Thanks, Ian. It's still looking a bit congested as you head in and out of Birmingham in places. Hagley Road is slightly busy. It's improved on what it was. Around Hale Zone on the A456 near to Wassell Grove Lane and Hagley Wood Lane. That seems to be a bit heavy going for some reason. Just looking at our traffic sensors. Around Lye, you'll find there's congestion on the Dudley Road stretch, the A4036 at the crossroads, the A458. Again, just volume of traffic around there. No incidents have been reported. It's not looking too bad on the motorway routes. We still have those delays of about 20 minutes on train services between Birmingham New Street and Reading because of an ongoing signalling problem. If you can update us, call BBC WM 95.6 Travel 0330 123 3550.
This week.
I do appreciate that. Thoroughly enjoyed the evening. Thank you.
BBC WM 95.6 hosted a Wolves fans forum with Kenny Jackett.
I don't think the club is in a bad place. I think the league is wide open.
In the build-up to the season's climax, Kenny answers your questions.
How come it takes us a full half before we start playing?
Do you think we've done that all of the time this year? We certainly did it Saturday, I do agree.
Hear the Wolves fans forum with Kenny Jackett.
Which player do you always pick first?
Who's first on the team sheet?
Yeah, I'll be diplomatic and say Carl Hakimi because he's number 1.
You can listen again online at bbc.co.uk/WM.
BBC WM 95.6.
I don't get it.
know you set me free, and I just can't get enough, and I just can't get enough. You're like an angel and you give me your love, and I just can't seem to get enough.
I thought we were going to go a whole show without her bothering me. Impossible. Morning, Ranjit.
Morning, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, Ranj. I'm all right. What you got?
I want to talk about King Abdullah and why we suck up to the Saudis.
But what a jolly note to end the show. Do you not know the full 6 members of the village people?
No, I just know the Indians.
Okay, right.
Okay, we won't go down there. Okay, listen, it's about King Abdullah, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. The reason we suck up to Saudi Arabia...
Hang on a second. William?
Hello.
Do you know all the village people?
No.
Oh, this is frustrating. We can't end... Hang on a second. Daz?
Really? Hello?
Do you know all the village people?
Well, when you were going through the vet, the Boy Scout...
Yes.
As well, yeah. I mean, I always like the one in the leather. Whichever one he... What was he supposed to be?
He was the milkman, wasn't he? Oh, steady. Oh, what we've got?
Stardust look-alike, wasn't he?
What we've got the native. He's an American Indian. He was an Indian. We've got the builder.
Yeah.
Oh, I've forgotten the other ones now. The cowboy. Thank you, Ranjit. But we got 3. There are 3 more.
The cop.
2 more we need. 2 more the weird men from a strange 70s pop group.
They look a bit like the Spice Girls, don't they?
They were the male equivalent of the Spice Girls, I believe. I think that's what the Spice Girls.
Do you know the action to that YMCA? How many times have you been at a disco and they've all done it, and then do you start getting confused when you?
I can't do the C. I can't do the C.
Which I always do it the wrong way round.
Well, why? It's YMCA. What's so difficult about that?
Well, it's like trying to land an aeroplane. I'm doing it now. Yeah. People are looking at me at St Andrews. Not good.
Yeah,
not good.
Daz, where are you today? Well, you're obviously at St Andrews. What's going on?
It's the big local derby today.
I thought St Andrews was a golf course.
In the FA today, there's only one St Andrews, and it's in Birmingham.
Oh, fantastic.
And it's the Blues Baggies local derby today in the FA Cup, and it's going to be a full house.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bouncing atmosphere.
Hang on a minute. Sorry, Daz. Who's that talking? Ranjit or William?
William.
Well, William, are you talking to Daz?
Yes.
Hello, William. Are you coming to the match?
Sorry, no, we disabled pensioners. Just 3 quickies for you. The Ghost Train.
No, hang on. No, Daz is doing this thing. And Daz, have I got it right? They've lifted the ban on disabled pensioners at football grounds now, haven't they?
He's entitled to. He can come here. Yeah. Come on, we'll look after you, William.
Thank you.
You can sit on Frank's lap.
He'll buy you a hot pie and a Bovril.
Right now, let me tell you about the Ghost Train.
No, Daz is doing. No, hang on a second. Daz is selling his show. Daz has got to get ready for the show. He's got to go and do a pre-show wee and everything.
Yeah, William. Yes, from 12 o'clock, we're building up to Birmingham City against West Bromwich Albion. The only place you can hear that game in FM this afternoon is here on BBC WM 95.6. We're building up to all that. We've got the Wolves match.
Just be quick, Daz, because William wants to talk about the Ghost Train.
Yeah, we've got the Wolves match as well on DAB in the Black Country.
Okay.
This afternoon, have you ever been to a cup final, any cup final? Tell me all about it.
No, I haven't.
And we want players who've represented 3 or more West Midlands clubs.
Okay.
03453 009956. I want to hear about this Ghost Train as well.
William, tell me about the Ghost Train.
Oh, the Ghost Train. It's not very well known, but it was made in Wales on the Barmouth Bridge.
What, Daz?
Yeah?
Do you know what William's talking about?
Well, I know Barmouth, so I'm just trying to work out why it was invented and when it was invented.
The Ghost
Train on the bridge.
The film The Ghost Train was made on Barmouth Bridge. That's the first quickie. The second quickie
Wasn't
is...
that quick?
The second quickie is about the Meals on Wheels in Sandwell.
Oh, blimey. Hang on. Daz?
Yeah?
You go and have your pre-show wee.
I could do with Meals on Wheels at St Andrews. It's a long way down to the press room.
See you later, Daz. Ta-ta. Right, William, yes. And the longer you talk, the less time Ranjit gets.
Okay.
So you take your time.
The Meals on Wheels with disabled pensioners.
Yes,
We're having Meals
you've
on
mentioned
Wheels
that, yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And the Meals on Wheels are absolutely superb.
Oh,
They
fantastic.
deserve a Michelin rating.
Oh, really? Are they that good?
Oh, they are absolutely splendid.
Have you had your lunch delivered today?
We're waiting for it now with our saliva dripping off us.
Oh, flipping heck. Do you know what you're getting?
Oh, dear.
Yes. Calm down, Ranjit.
Yeah, we have a menu for a couple of weeks in advance.
So what are you getting today then, William?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you've forgotten?
Whatever it is, each and every one is a superb meal.
And do they
Congratulations to the Meals on Wheels organisation.
Isn't that nice to hear that? Because often we hear these things being knocked. Do you get breakfast, lunch and dinner?
No, we have one main meal a day, and quite honestly, that's enough for every meal of the day.
Do you get a pudding with it?
Oh, yes.
Hey.
Yes. It's restaurant. It's absolutely superb.
Is it better than stinky old fish and chips?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Those people that try and make a living out of flogging fish and chips, it's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, William, that's really nice to hear.
Quickly, a quick one.
You keep
Please
saying that.
tell some of your presenters to distinguish between buy and bought and bring and brought. They use the wrong word.
Oh, mate, listen. The brought and bought is the one that most people get wrong. I bought this to the show. I brought this in a shop. I'll get your words right. William, you're correct to point it out. Enjoy your lunch. Ranjit.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
Hang on a second, Pat.
Hi,
The longer you talk, Pat, the less time Ranjit has got.
Oh, right.
So you just take your time.
Right, I will put you out of your misery.
You're going to kill me?
No.
Oh, because that's the only thing that would do it.
Right, village people.
Yes.
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Builder.
Builder.
Policeman.
Policeman.
Some guy in leather. Red
Okay.
Indian.
Yep.
And a soldier.
There was no soldier in the...
Oh, yes, there is, because I've got it on the tablet thingy.
Oh, I see. You got tablet computer technology. So what? They made a film, didn't they? The Village People.
Apparently,
And
they originally started from a French musical.
Oh, they made a film. Who was the choreographer of the film that the Village People were in? Guys, Ranjit,
I don't know.
Pat,
No, me.
Arlene Phillips.
Really?
Arlene Phillips, formerly of Strictly. They booted her off Strictly, yet she choreographed the Village People movie.
Wow.
But,
Bated breath.
was it Dance to the Music? No. Do the Milkshake? No. What was it called? There was a song in there called Do the Shake about milkshakes. Oh, well, I think it's about
boring.
Sorry, Ranjit?
Getting boring.
I'm just making sure it
You're
doesn't...
trying to drag you out now.
Yeah, yes, of course I am.
Well, I'm going to leave you, Ian, so that's put you out of your misery for today.
Pat, thank you so much. I'll be round for a bit of nookie after the show.
That's fine, darling. Yeah.
Ta-ta. So, Ranjit,
Right.
the hits they had,
Listen. King
YMCA,
Yeah.
in the Navy, which I preferred,
Yeah.
and that was it. The one about Milkshake, Do the Shake.
No,
I don't think
know.
it was about milkshake, in the same way that I don't think Khaleesi's song is actually about milkshakes.
I don't know what you're on about now.
I'm on about music, Ranj. I'm on about culture. I'm on about... Hey, hang on, Ranj. Listen, one more thing.
Go on.
What's this thing, this fashion, right,
Yeah.
for women to get their eyebrows tattooed? Have you seen this?
No.
Fifi Geldof
Yeah.
gets eyebrows tattooed for her wedding.
You're determined not to listen to my comment, aren't you, today?
Many women go on strict beauty regimes before their weddings. And they do, don't they? They kind of go on diets or health things, or they get their hair, whatever.
Do you remember the ball store tattoo just below your eye?
But Bob Geldof's daughter, Fifi, has opted for something more permanent. Yesterday, the 31-year-old PR girl had her eyebrows tattooed. The thing is, what's wrong with... what's wrong with eyebrows? Why are people so funny about... Yes, you want to give them a little bit of a pluck and a little bit of shaping. Boy, even I could do with that. And I'm not against male sculpting of eyebrows. But first of all, some people shave them off and then draw them on. Particularly big with Nigerian women, I believe. I think it's I don't know if it's a cultural thing or what. Pluck them or shave. I don't know. I don't know the difference. But then having them tattooed on, Ranj,
yeah,
that just seems absolutely nuts to me. It was worth it, says Fifi, and it doesn't hurt that much.
Well, I don't know.
Fifi is to marry. Listen to this, right? Listen to what her fiancé, Andrew Robertson, does for a living. He's a sand artist. What that means is he's one of those blokes that stands outside train stations with a puppy made out of sand, isn't it?
I don't know.
And it costs £395 per eyebrow, Range.
Congratulations, you've not let me make my point today. You've won
Flipping
today.
it.
You've really dragged it out.
Fifi, who's to marry sand artist... no, you're right, I'm being unfair. Ranjit, sorry, mate. Right.
Okay.
What have you got for us? You want to talk about Saudi Arabia and King Abdullah?
yeah?
Yes. OK, you ready?
The Americans get cheap oil.
Hang on a second. I should just set the scene. For those who don't know, King Abdullah, of course, died yesterday at the age of 90.
Not to listen to my comment, are you?
The flags are being flown at half-mast, and David Cameron and Prince Charles have flown over to Saudi to be part of the commemorative services. So, Ranjit, what's your point?
Bye.
Ranjit?
I will speak to you about this next time I get on the air. See ya.
Ranjit?
Bye.
Ranjit?
Bye.
Ranj?
Bye.
Ranjit?
Bye.
Ranjit? 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 Ranjit?
The voice of Birmingham and the Black Country.
BBC WM 95.6.
More from Iain Lee then next Friday afternoon between 2 and 4 and Saturday morning between 9 and midday. On the way next then it's early kick-off as we begin our build-up to today's mouth-watering derby here at St Andrews in the FA Cup, and a big game for Wolves as well. Today...